into it. On the YouTube streams, your chats will appear on the screen just below me on the horizontal screen, and then right down at the bottom of the chat, or bottom of the overlay, I suppose I should say, for the YouTube vertical stream. Either way, chat, we're back. We are back, my Pookie Wookingtons. Finally. It feels like it's been forever since the qualifiers for this, hasn't it? It feels like it's been so long since the freaking qualifiers, but here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the finals of the BRL August 2026 tournament. This one, of course, is snipers and shotguns. Snipers and shotguns only. All automatic snipers are banned. All automatic shotguns are banned. The only two snipers that aren't bolt action, or the only two guns that aren't bolt action that haven't been banned, are the NA45 and the R9 shotgun. Because the NA45, I mean, if anyone uses it in this tournament, if anyone decides to whip it out, I'm going to be more impressed than I would be annoyed. Also, the R9 is a double pump. It's still a pump action shotgun, so we decided to let that pass. But as for every other shotgun in the game that's fully automatic or burst, and every other sniper in the game that's fully automatic, they're banned. So you're going to see a lot of DLQ today. You're probably going to see some HDR today, maybe Ride-Tech Explosive Mag. I know if Synth was here, he'd be grinding the Ride-Tech Explosive Mag. Ain't that right, Synth? Ain't that right? Yes, it is. Also, I'll be interested to see how people use certain class abilities, because there are some banned and taken out. And if you're watching the main YouTube broadcast, you'll be able to see this right here and now, that actually many different classes have been taken out of this specific tournament. There's many classes that have been taken out here. I'm curious what you guys think about this. I'm curious what you guys think about this particular one. Because we were gonna let all the classes basically be allowed, and then we decided, you know what, that probably wouldn't be very good. One class that I'll be interested to see is the Toxic Overload, because I think it's gonna have, oh bro, I really think every team's gonna run that inside of today's tournament. But going through them, you can see obviously a lot of different things have been banned. The only gun that they can use outside of shotguns and snipers is going to be the Revive Flight pistol, and we're only letting the Revive Flight pistol be used because if they land in and they only have a pistol and they can't find a gun, it's kind of stupid. So we let them use the Revive Flight pistol once they land into the match, once they get revived by their teammates. You can see XPR, M21 EBR, SVD, Arctic 50, all banned. All those other shotguns banned. As usual, 1 point per kill. And also, we've taken out certain vehicles because if you're running only sniper and shotgun, it's hard to blow up vehicles. So like Cargo Tuck is taken out, Tank is taken out, Antelope, ORV, and the Jackal are all gone. Point system's the usual. The same as usual point system and the same pricing as always with the $10,000 tournaments. This is the finals, ladies and gentlemen, the official finals of the $10,000 BRL. You guys already know that we host qualifiers all the time. Pretty much every single weekend is a qualifier portion. And then towards the end of the month, we have the finals for every single BRL. Basically recently, and fingers crossed going forward. Also, you can see, if you're watching on YouTube, TikTok, you don't need to worry about this because you guys are very active anyway. But the YouTube streams all feature the live chat underneath me. If you're on the horizontal stream, it'll be right below my face. If you're watching on the vertical, it will be on the bottom left of the screen at the top of the overlay, chat, the top of the overlay. But what's up, everyone? I hope everyone's having a great day today. It's a fantastic Saturday to be alive, man. Before I started this stream, I was just feeling grateful, man. Grateful that we get to do another $10,000 tournament. And grateful that there will be many more with other crazy and wild challenges. Some may not even be squads. Some may be duos. Some may be solos. But this one is snipers and shotguns only. And I'm particularly excited for this. Okay, this one for me personally feels like it's going to be amazing because we're going to see some crazy accurate plays by some of the best, actually I would say all of the best players, because all of the best players are in the finals, ain't that right? Whether they got through the qualifiers or they're just known as being one of the best players and got invited instantly in to the finals, we're pretty much looking at the best players in Call of Duty Battle Royale's history. Also, quick little announcement. We have our first Indian team in the finals. Our first ever Indian team qualified from the qualifiers into the finals. It's the first. Their name's 2JZ. So I'll be keeping a close eye I'll be keeping a close eye on 2JZ from India. Their entire roster is from that country, so fingers crossed they're able to do some good work inside of there. Also, make sure to follow and subscribe if you haven't already, and check out all of the players that are playing inside of the finals, because every single person in this event will be live streaming their POV, so that obviously we can watch to make sure that they're not cheating, and that you can watch so that they get, I guess, some exposure for being so good at Call of Duty Mobile's Battle Royale. We're waiting for a few more people to come in here. I, for one, am excited. I'm hoping we get to see a 1v4 squad wipe with a shotgun. And I'm also hoping maybe somebody goes for a 360 with the sniper. Whether or not that's going to be the case, I feel like is up in the air. I don't know if that's going to happen at all. But, you know, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, chat. Running through the teams really quick. Before we do that, I'll go through the top 10 MVPs so far. We've got Go in there at number 1, Super Jeff's number 2, Slayer's number 3, Tom Pips is number 4, Neroz is number 5, Layla's number 6, MJ is number 7, Secret's number 8, Necro is number 9, combined with Fund. They're both in the same points here at number 9 and 10. So that's the top 10 tournament MVPs for the 2026 season. Those are obviously based off of their placement for the teams that they've been playing with, along with their kills that they have been able to acquire. Putting on to Infinity right there, ladies and gentlemen. Going down into the actual teams that are appearing today. Team number 1, we've got 4 Kings in there, featuring the classic main roster that we're used to seeing from them. Going down to Team 2, we have Zenith Eternity. Again, classic roster at this point. I feel like we all know those top 2 teams. I would argue they're the 2 best teams that really have ever existed. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Call of Duty Mobile's Battle Royale has never been this good. There has never been this many great players. Back in the day for 2024 and even the start of the 2025 season, it felt like because there had never been a league or a consistent amount of tournaments, that there was a big difference between the best teams in the tournament and the worst teams. Whereas now, it feels like that gap has closed, and the difference between those top teams that play in these finals is so tiny that every little movement, every little in-game leader decision, every little point gained really means something. And you've started to see it in the qualifiers recently. There's like 1 or 2 points between the teams that qualify in and the teams that don't make the cut. Going down even further, we've got M7 Waddy. That's Marab and Holy Father's team, featuring, Winter's in there as well, even though there's no Jackal. And a player called Zalta, which I haven't heard before, is in there too. Team number 4 is Goats. Those guys are based out of Latin America. We know them very, very well. Not to be confused with the African Goats. That was a different team that was playing in our qualifiers recently. This is the Latam Goats, just known as Goats. Team 5 is Leap Unbound. I believe they're also doing some sort of tournament over the course of the next couple of days or weeks. It's an anniversary event. I'm not too sure about it, but hey, congratulations, Leap, for being a clan or an organization, whatever you call yourselves by. Or I think it's 2 years. I think it's 2 years. I think so, right? Yeah, I think Leap's been around for 2 years. Congratulations, Leap. Team number 5, Leap Unbound. Going further down, we've got 4K Overload. That features Remy, Tokyo, I'm Zone, and Eduardo. Listen, Eduardo, I need to know, should I call you Eduardo or should I call you Nagy? Because when we first started this, it was all Nagy. And then somewhere throughout the midst of the thing, he changed to Eduardo, and now he's called Eduardo. I don't know what's going on there. Team 7 is Azir x K9. They've got players from Azir's clan and, of course, the K9 team. Team number 8 is 4K Joker, another Filipino team inside of the finals. Team 9 is Viper Esports. They're based out, again, of Latin America. Team 10 is Leap Boys. So there's actually 2 Leap teams inside of the finals here. That's Wagner, Venge, Garju, and Drusk. All of them are Filipino. Team 11 is Rebar. He's playing with Hattie Nairobi, Mamad Shadow, and COD Kalantar. Team 12 is Poison Ivy, Dre, Layla, Secret, and Void. That's a really good team, but they haven't really performed well recently, which I'm kind of disappointed about, to be honest. Team 13 is Legacy. This is actually a mixed hybrid roster of Nigeria and Venezuela. I'm interested to see how this goes down, and to be honest, I'd love to watch their gameplay to hear what language they're talking. Because Venezuela, they speak Spanish, right? And Nigeria speaks Pidgin English. So I don't know how they're communicating. Team 14 is PH Clowns. That's Bowler, Yoshi, McDog, and Sino, or McDo. McDo Gaming. I call him McDog because it's McDo Gaming, so. They're also Filipino. Cut 1 is Team 15. That's El Chapo's team. I know a lot of Nigerians love El Chapo. In my opinion, El Chapo might be the 2026 best Nigerian player. I really think so. He's played better than any other Nigerian inside of these tournaments, inside of the finals in particular, whether it was those 1v2 clutches that we've seen up against a 4K roster. Like, we're not just talking any 4K roster, the 4K roster. He got a 1v2 clutch against those guys earlier in the season. And man, he's just been doing really well, bro. He's just been doing really well. And now he's teamed up with Felon here. Felon's another really good player from Nigeria. We've seen him do good basically in the last couple of weeks, to be honest. He's came out of nowhere. I didn't even know he existed before last tournament, but he's really shone a star on himself. They're also going to be playing with Chucky. So I believe there's 3 Nigerians in Team 15 and then 1 French player known as Rezox, who was the 1v4 God Clutcher in Blackout back in the day for 2024-2025 season. Team 16, this is where we get into the qualifier teams. So any team that I call out from now qualified purely based off their skill. All of the next 10 teams had to go through the ringer, go against the best players from every region on the planet, and they came out victorious and qualified in a top 2 position of one of those days. The first team to get in, I mean, are we really surprised this team made it into the finals? I mean, they've got a Bulbaz and Ken in the same team. It's just a ridiculous team. It's a ridiculously good team. Team 16 are called 4 letters, but we all know it because of the main duo from the roster, which I just named, Bulbaz and Ken. But they also have Dr. Stop in there and Rashri, who I'm also pretty familiar with. Team number 17, remember, every single team from this is through the qualifiers. We have ENL. I would say ENL are the best American qualifying team. That goes for both North and South America. They feature players from the United States and also Venezuela. They're the best to me. When it comes to Latin America, and I think of underrated players, underrated teams, underrated creators, they're number 1 from that region. Team 18, we got M7 Zaus. This, again, the best underrated team. It's Nagdi, Andrew, Loading, and Zluth. They're based out of Europe and Africa. Their African player is from Egypt, and they are looking real good. Whenever we do qualifiers, they always finished first. Always. Doing a really, really good job there. Going down the list, we're ready to start if everyone's in and going. We got 100 players. Team 19. This is going to be NSG. Flix has, over the past 3 months, become one of my favorite North American players because when he started playing in these events, he was trash. Let's not get it twisted. NSG Flix Gaming was awful. He and his entire team always got dominated. But over the last 3 months, man, they've went from nothing to something real quick. So I'm excited to see how they do today with the Sniper Shotgun tournament. Going further down, team number 20 is known as Toxic. We weren't familiar with these guys until they qualified. Matter of fact, in the qualifiers, I barely watched them because I didn't think that they were really worth my attention. And then halfway through the qualifiers, they dominated. Going further down, we got GNR Legacy. These are the only Filipinos that actually got through the qualifiers. That features Travis, Kevs, Red, and Lucky. They were playing on extremely high MS, and they still qualified very well. It was close, though. Those were one of those qualifiers that I talked about earlier, where it was really damn close between the teams at the tippity top of that qualifier day. Team number 22 is going to be Chucha Prime. Again, every single team that I am calling out now, from number 15 to 25, had to earn their spot. Actually, I think it's 16 to 25, yeah. 16 to 25 had to earn their spot. Again, admins, you're ready to start the game, you can go. Team number 23 is 2JZ. This is the team I want to talk about, man. They're the only Indian team to ever qualify for a COD Battle Royale finals. Ever. There's never been an Indian team that has qualified through into the finals and they played on high MS in the qualifiers. Now, if I had to guess, because an India team and a Filipino team qualified again, that these finals will be on their region. And India might perform very well today because of it. They qualified on bad MS, and now they're playing the finals on good ping. It's going to be interesting to watch. I would actually argue they're one of my favorites for today. That featured Darko, Adam, Troy, and Marker. Fingers crossed they do well, man. I know we got some Indians on the YouTube stream. Obviously, you guys don't appear on TikTok because the app's banned over there. They should actually unban it now since the US bought that version, but hey, man. It is what it is. Team 24 is known as Pro. Pro also going through the qualifier ringer. That's Red, Exotic, Bayek, and Hupti. They're from Venezuela and Cuba. Team 25 is Old Gold. They're one of the last remaining teams to qualify. And they're from the Middle East. A lot of Middle Eastern teams in today. In fact, we've got 8 Latin American, 10 Asian, 3 European, 2 African, 5 Middle Eastern, and 4 North American teams inside of these finals. We have countries represented from all over the world. Literally all over the world. Every single region is pretty much represented inside of these finals. And straight off the bat, I want to see where 4 Kings are going to land. Obviously, I'm assuming they're landing Ski Town because the snowboard is no longer banned. Remember, we change the rules every single month. Each month is its own season, and this is the BRL August season. So the snowboard is back in play. I thought they were going to lose last time because the snowboard was out of play, but it is back. I'm expecting good, big things from them. But I don't know if they're going to win again. There's no way they can win 4 times back-to-back. Like, somebody needs to stop this team. Somebody needs to stop them. They're getting into the landing straight off the bat there. They don't need to worry about a thing because they have nobody landing with them. So a great start for the 4 Kings. Let's pull up the map, see where players are landed. It looks like there's already a fight going down as Winter is able to knock Eduardo. Time zone's right here. Shotgun goes down. R9 is in play, and he is able to knock Winter with a little bit of retaliation. Holy Father versus I'm Zone! Ah! Holy Father! Holy Father took down his brand new teammate I'm Zone in the first game. Holy Father versus Rami? Surely not. Oh my god! Surely not, Holy Father! On the main stage! Oh, he needs to rotate away. He's only got 32 HP! Please, Holy Father, stay alive, bro. That would have been insane if he 1v2'd them. Oh my god. Oh my god, that would have been crazy. I'm Zone came back already? And took down Marab? Didn't see that one coming. Remember, when people come through the revive flight, they are allowed to use the revive flight pistol. That's the only other time they're allowed to use something that's not a sniper and not a shotgun. The only other time. Oh, what are you doing, Holy Father? Rewinded back. Still looking for this 1v1 play against Remy. Shotgun goes down, not able to land a shot, and he gets turned on by his old teammate, Remy. Delata, the last player on the team left down here in the estate building, still alive. Winter and Marab coming back through the revive flight. We want to see these guys survive for as long as possible, but I'm not sure if it's going to happen. Keep in mind, this is the first time we're seeing somebody with the ability to use the revive flight pistol. He's allowed to use it as much as he wants until he runs out of ammo. Doesn't need to worry about a thing. Winter's landed in. Zalata's also down. He's going to get knocked. Marab needs to make something happen here. It looks like they've got 3 players inside of that building right now, as Eduardo is coming back through the revive flight. We'll hop on board with Remy's POV, and it looks like they fended off the opposition from M7 Waddy, which is Marab and Holy Father's team. 4K Overload, live to survive another day. Let's hop on over to a different side of the map for now. What's Rebar up to in this situation? What's Rebar doing right here? This entire team has not found anyone, and it looks like they probably landed over by Circus. Is there anyone at Circus? No, it looks like the other team... Oh, I see. The other team's going to rotate into it, but they're split up in a really bad way, so they're not looking too good either. As we load up the map here, we can see teams have landed Military Research Institute. Teams have landed into Farm. That's actually a qualifier player, but playing on an already qualified team right there. We also have Bowler's team there in Downtown. Where is Zenith Eternity? They have taken Dormitory. Okay, so we're going to need to find out exactly where a Bull Boss and Ican landed, because they didn't go Dormitory. They actually went to Sakura. So they've swapped places here with each other instead of using their normal drop spot. I wonder who decided where they were going to drop, because usually they are Dormitory Warriors. They are Dormitory Warriors, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go down and check out where Chapo has landed. Remember, this is a Nigerian and French mixed team. They've got 3 Nigerians on the roster and 1 Frenchman, being Rezox. All hopping into the helicopter. Let's see if there's anyone around them on the map over by that area. Ooh, they've got that clear for now. There is a team right below them in Sanitarium, and then there's a couple more rosters over by 4K main, so we're going to hop on board with them to start off game number 1. Remember, it's a 7-game series today. All finals are 7 games. All qualifiers are 4 games. You're more than welcome to spam the chat, whether you're on TikTok or YouTube, with country flags from the countries that you are from or supporting. Looks like some shots are going down here. I believe we're going to see some DLQ Omega Maywalt mags be used. Seems like Guz actually opting to use... Oh, exactly that. The DLQ Omega Maywalt mag. What good timing. All 4 of these guys still alive. They don't have a single point, so they're actually not starting off that good here. I don't even think that they're actually going to go for this play against that other roster. And it seems like Poison Ivy here are closing the gap onto ENL. ENL, like I said before, the most underrated Latin American team in the world. That shot would have been absolutely fantastic, but he's not going to be able to land it. It seems like his teammate's trying to hunt this player down, known as Red. Red's an exceptional Latin American player. He's hunted him down, but he doesn't know that he's on the bridge here, trying to close the gap. Look at this movement. Oh, he screws it up. The movement clip does not come through. Wait, is that another ENL team in the helicopter? Definitely looks like it. I think that's the ENL roster. The main roster that I was talking about. He's closing the gap. He does have an R9. Remember, the R9's perfectly legal. Able to land a bunch of shots right there. Not get the kill. Shot goes down. Still not able to land it. Come on, bro. You're better than this. Needs to close the gap once more. Player's going to rotate around the side. Still doesn't land the shot. And that's a bad look for Poison Ivy to start off this tournament. But like I mentioned before in the intro to the stream, there is an Indian team in the finals. And this is looking really bad. This is looking awful right now for the Indian roster of 2JZ. I was really hoping they could come into this, storm the competition, and clutch up on the main stage. But as for now, Darko's the last remaining player from Team India, from Team 2JZ. We really need the GOATs from Latin America to leave them alone. We did see them get a couple of knocks there, but they weren't able to confirm any of the kills, which means they're still on 0 points. Fingers crossed for India, though, going forward. Now, 2JZ, Darko can go back and get his teammates' tags. How many is he going to get? He's going to be able to get all 3 of them. So he'll still be good for now. Still be good for now. Thankfully, they're staying alive and in game number 1. Hopping now on board to GNR. These guys also got through the qualifiers along with 2JZ. They're up to 3 eliminations here at the start of this game, so they're looking good also. But I'm really curious whatever happened to Holy Father and his team. They split up. Looks like Winter's on his back right now. Where's Marab in all of this? Oh, they're still together. Okay. So they got their entire team up and at him. They've got 2 points for eliminations, but not much more than that, as we're going to have to hop on to 4K main here, as they're down to 2 players. This is the worst we've seen 4K main start in any competition over the last 3 to 4 months. It seems like my chat is bugged here on TikTok. Oh my god, yeah, it is. You guys are typing so fast that it's auto-refreshing, and it's not refreshing properly. Wow, okay. Good job, TikTok. Looks like 4King's main. Super Jeff has spotted a team right in front of him. I think that was NSG that he was looking at just a moment ago. It is NSG. Like I said before, Flicks. When he first entered into the qualifiers, he was one of the worst teams. Over the last 3 months, they became one of the best qualifying teams. But now, they need to become one of the best teams in the finals. Because although qualifying is really difficult, the finals are a whole different level. Remember, this is 4 Kings. This is your triple time back-to-back team. Back-to-back tournament winners. As they're looking right across the way there. All 4 of them are alive and back. Remember, Narosa can use his pistol if he wants to. It's perfectly legal. That's the only gun that they're allowed to use that isn't a sniper or a shotgun. Inside this competition, 6 eliminations here for VPR, aka Viper. Like I mentioned before, Toxic Overload should be a class ability that we see a lot inside of today's competition, especially as we get into the end game. I think every single player will probably have a person on their team using that, because it slows down how fast you can actually run around. I've seen that Necro has finally made a little bit of a play here, but these guys are still on 0 points this far into game number 1. We're into the mid-game now. We've just cracked the 10-minute counter there. And still 0 kills for Zenith Eternity. I can't say that that's against the norm, because these guys usually pick up the majority of their kills throughout the mid-game and late game. I would just love to see them pick up more towards the start so that they could maybe stand a chance of actually winning it all. Now that we're starting the mid-game, let me know which team you're supporting inside of today's $10,000 BRL finals. 4K men still have all of their players alive, but I'm curious about team number 15, as Felon has landed a snipe across the map. We're not sure if he was able to get that full kill. Definitely not, as he still has 0. Not sure where the player even is, because they're outside of our zone. Oh, there it is, Slash. Down there at the bottom of the hill. All of the players of this team 15. Based out of Nigeria and France. Rotating around. There is 2 players down there. There is actually another team in that area, and they're coming out of the helicopter right now. This is going to be a third party from a team that we're not really familiar with. I believe that's team number 25 are coming down.
Airdrop has been delivered.
He disconnected. The kill was stolen as well from Zenith Eternity. But that guy did not get out of his helicopter. Not sure what happened there. Chapo and Felon. Oh my god, forget the third party. There's a fourth party in here from 4 Kings. Me and Felon out in the open here. He may die because of his aggressive push, but it looks like they're in between 2 different Filipino teams and a Middle Eastern team right now. Don't know how NSG Flix has killed himself, but this is going to be a 4v2 situation here. If Felon can get back on side of that hill. 4v3 now. As another player's rotated back up, they're allowed to use nades inside of this competition. There are no nades banned for these finals and even in the qualifiers. Super Jeff still up close. Tom Pips, along with what I believe was Narosa. Oh my god, across the map from Narosa? Are on the other side of the hill. That was a nice shot. He's actually got a custom 3-line rifle. Oh my god! Surely not again. Another third party's coming in this time. Looks like 4 teams are fighting for this hill. The zone is about to close, and we're about to see where they need to go next. Looks like the next zone is so far away from them. Shotguns have been used against Tom. We need to check out where Jeff is while all of this is going down, as there's going to be 3 or 4 different teams on this hill. That's a bad place to revive him. Tom Pips needs to rotate back a little bit. If any of them had a smoke, it would be amazing. Looks like nades are coming through. Oh, it's a Ride-Tech explosive mag! It's a Ride-Tech explosive mag! Oh my gosh! No way! We had a little bit of 4K on 4K action. Oh my god! 4K Fright griefs 4K men. And now it's all down to Jeff to make something happen. This could be the first time in a long time that we see 4K men not get a single point in the first game of a $10,000 finals tournament. They were able to spam Hades before, but it looks like in an accurate tournament, they may not stay on top. He's able to get out of here for now. Super Jeff staying alive. This will be a huge clutch if he can bring back his team into the action. The Nigerians kept that hill the entire time, so great job to Nigeria and Rezox being from France to be able to hold that through all of those third parties. Like I said in the previous $10,000 finals, Nigeria are certainly getting a lot better at Call of Duty Mobile's Battle Royale, specifically in the 2026 season. Especially when we have players like Felon really making a statement last $10,000 tournament finals. Either way, we're going to have to hop on board with my favorite Middle Eastern player, Rebar. He might not be the best Middle Eastern player, but he's definitely my favorite. Believe it or not, he moved from the Middle East to Slovenia. And if you don't follow this guy on Instagram, you might actually want to do it, because he posts some insane photos on his Instagram story. Shots going down onto him. Can he hit Panchito? Not yet. Come on. There it is, Rebar. Love to see that. Right on to Panchito. Big kill from the main man himself. Looking for Patata now. Patata's already made it into the zone, so I'm not sure if they'll be able to kill him. Keep in mind, they're close to the next one. They're actually on the border here, so they can hold this angle for as long as they possibly want. It doesn't look like anyone else is going to push them. However, Canada Bull Boss, the actual best Middle Eastern team, are taking casualties. These guys are already down to 1 player, and it's Dr. Stop. He's camping inside of the crate for now. Ken comes back through the revive flight. There it is, finally. Ken, a Bull Boss, and Ark back in the action. 7 eliminations is a good amount. But they need to place high. We're almost into the late game here, ladies and gentlemen. I would say that the late game starts usually after the 17th minute. And you can see why, as this zone is about to get really small as soon as it closes over. There's still 69 players left. Holy chat, did I just do that? Uncle alert, broski. looking at the Indian team now, remember, this is the first Indian team to ever make it into the finals. The first and only Indian team of all time to qualify in and put on some pride for their country. And they're about to go into one of the only Nigerian-based teams side by side over by Frigid Wetland. Both of them have the zone, I believe, where they're currently situated, so they do not need to peek each other or push each other. Nice trophy system from Chapo. Definitely need to put that down there, as nades are going to be very useful inside of the late game, which we have now pretty much just entered as that zone is closed over. Take some damage there from Chapo. Gonna hop onto his teammate. We got Felon by his side. There's a lot of different teams around them. They're gonna need more trophy systems than what they have, as there's 3 different rosters in and around them here. Spotter going down on his position. I actually don't mind this play from Chapo. Spotter is hitting in. There's gonna be a player right on top of them. Gonna be Takeoff. And King Bot. Oh, he's just hit with that spotter. Lovely. Doubly. Spotter able to get the knock onto one of them. They need to confirm that kill, though. There he goes, Chapo. Able to pick up 2 eliminations in this game. 5 elims so far in the competition. Good job from them. We're going to hop on board to another team that's made it into the end game. It's going to be 4K main. Only 1 elimination. Oh my god. Is this the fall of the reign of 4K main? Oh, I hope it doesn't end like this, ladies and gentlemen. They need to do a little bit better than what they are. Good. Running out in the open. He's going to die, bro. There's no way he's getting around. Do you know how many people are using DLQ on Mega Maywatt mags right now? Look at the movement. Oh my god. Garena Filipino 4K movement, chat. Why is he still alive? Oh my god, no. His teammates died, but Guh is alive. And see, this is the problem, man. When you don't have a snowboard inside of your inventory, you're going to be in a tough spot. Nice shotgun usage right here. What's Ken using? Does he have a smoke bomber? I don't think so. Ooh, stole the kill there from Flicks. Guh staying alive. He's the last player on the team left standing. This is terrible for 4 Kings main, bro. You guys know I'm the biggest Filipino 4 Kings main glazer, but it's not looking too good. 19 teams still alive in this. He's nowhere close to getting placement points right now. And it's looking like a tough first game for the main man team. 4K main. Now going over to look at Zenith Eternity. They're against Holy Father and Marab's roster. Look at Necros, he's closer up, along with Fund, able to take down 2. Winter and Marab, both eliminated. Holy Father's still up in this action. We're not actually too sure where he is. We'll hop on with him. Are you serious? You know what? I can't even key on the play, bruh. I would also be hiding in this room if the entire Zenith Eternity roster was right in front of me. Going back on board with their POV. We can see 2 teams are going to push into zone to try and pass them here. Fund is being knocked from behind. This is going to be a bad play from Lotex unless he lands the shots. Oh my god! Let's go! He lands them! Oh my gosh, what an exquisite play from Lotex. I really thought he was going to get knocked there, but he was able to take down both of them, even though he didn't get 1 pumps. Supreme accuracy there by one of Europe's best players. But now he's got 2 more people right beside him. Pops the defender. Doesn't have another one just yet. It's going to be Latin America trying to make a play on him this time. Can he land another 2 pumps? Shots go down, not able to land it. It's not looking good for Lotex. I need you to stay alive here. Toxic Overload goes down by his teammate. That's going to really help him out. Able to knock Panchito now. Only 1 player alive above him. He gets knocked and full killed by somebody else. And Lotex up to 3. Zenith Eternity on 10. As we're looking at Necro's POV right now. Bang! Able to take down Amir COD Real. Lovely snipe there. Slayer's right beside him. Lotex is alive still as well. And of course, we have the 4th and remaining player on Zenith Eternity's roster being Fund. All 4 are alive and well here. Shots go down with the shotgun. I think... Did he have no play it stiller? A snipe here would be amazing. Not able to land it yet. Necro does land it. Zone's coming in here. Remember, there's still 8 teams alive. Every team has some placement points right here for game number 1 that are still up. But this zone is absolutely tiny. And oh my god, Zenith Eternity, with all 4 players remaining, I would be so scared. What? What? How has this happened? The entire Viper Esports roster has a whole team coming in from the sky, and they're going to be going against the other best Latin American team inside of the finals here. 2 of them get taken down instantly. Tries to snipe. Oh my god! Instant death and eradication from the side of Zenith Eternity. They've spotted NSG. NSG, don't know how they've stayed alive this long. Keep in mind, this is a qualifying team. We called them out earlier in the competition before we started game number 1. Now in a 3v4 situation. Dope Magic outside of the zone here. He doesn't really need to do anything. He's just trying to finish in the second place. Oh my god, there's no way Zenith Eternity loses this. 16 kills on the board. They're going to get first place here. I really don't see a way in which they don't capitalize on a 3v4 situation and close this out cleanly. But we'll have to wait and see. They're not pushing in. This is the final zone, ladies and gentlemen. This is all it is. We've got Spotter on the side of them. I believe they also have a Defender Shield. They have Toxic Overload to be able to use. And of course, a Smoke Bomber for Slayer to make a big play as well. Looks like smokes are being used on the side of NSG. Smoke Bomber comes down from Slayer. He's going to be giving out some comms. You know how good, clean, and clear, along with concise, Slayer's comms are. They can see every remaining player on the roster. The push comes through. There's absolutely no way NSG can do anything about this. I don't even think they're going to get a single knock. There we go. 2 knocks. Hold on a second. Who's last alive? It's still not going to go in the way of NSG. And Zenith Eternity take map number 1 with, dare I say, a decisive win. I believe they ended up there with 19 eliminations if they were able to get the full kill on Flicks. Not sure, though. We'll check out this scoreboard as we end map 1. Wow. I was not expecting that for the first game, man. This is going to be an interesting one, brother. This is going to be an interesting one. Because, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in a long time, how the hell did G finish 6th? Can anyone explain to me how, as a solo player, when there was 19 teams alive, G stayed up until 6th place? How did he survive so long? I thought they only got like 2 points. Well, I guess 4 Kings main aren't out of it. I really thought that this was going to be the tournament that they didn't finish number 1, but even on their worst game, they still finished 6th. So, I mean, they're still in it as far as I'm concerned. I cannot believe that. Well played to them for actually finishing high. But my God, Zenith Eternity, bro. 19 eliminations and a first place finish. Oh, they are mogging the competition right here, ladies and gentlemen. But I will say, NSG second place with 14 kills, man. From the bottom to something. For real, NSG. A team that were relatively, I mean, terrible before. Are 24 points in the first game. Actually, really good performance. I'd like to catch up and see where our resident Indian team finished that game, because I'm really hoping for the best for them. 16th place, they got 4 kills. Not that good. I'll be honest, not that good for India so far. If there's any Indians watching, fingers crossed they can step it up a little bit. I believe they got server, I think. Did they get server, ladies and gentlemen? Not too sure. But I'm thinking that the server should be on the Asia scene, unless it changed to America. We'll have to see. I'll get that updated for you guys as soon as possible. Latam was also able to finish in the top 3. They got 9 kills with the 3rd place finish. We'll give them 16 points. That's going to be the GOATs from Latin America. Then we also had Viper jump out of a helicopter at the end and then get instantly dominated. Don't know what that was all about, but they really did get dominated right at the end. At least they finished 4th, and they finished 4th with a lot of kills, so they're not looking too bad either. As you go further down the list, the last other team to get double-digit eliminations, oh, there was a team that finished in 21st that also got double-digit eliminations, but team that finished in 12th, that is going to be GNR getting 10 elims. They're still in the competition to win it all for sure with that gameplay. 10 points is going to keep them probably around middle of the pack after game number 1. Definitely middle of the pack. We'll go further down. Team that finished in 21st place. That's going to be Poison Ivy. Wow, they died so early. That is an incredibly early death inside of game number 1, along with Team 22 dying super early as well. They got 9 eliminations, so even though they died at the start of the game, they should still be in the top 10 based off of their total kill count. But we'll have to draft up the scores, and remember, ladies and gentlemen, I believe the scores are going to update automatically on the screen as I am no longer doing it. I'll have to get confirmation of that from Madnan in a couple of seconds. A lot of copies coming in. 4 Kings copy. Okay, listen, ladies and gentlemen, you're allowed to spam whatever you want. Okay, we're not going to time out anyone, but my God, the 4 Kings spam over there on TikTok is absolutely incredible. Any other storylines to look at here? Of course, a Bull Boz and Ican from the Middle East dying early as well. 7 eliminations on their side. There's not really much to talk about when it comes to every other team, except Holy Father and Marabs. They were able to get 8th place. 3 eliminations, kind of similar to 4 Kings main, so they didn't do too bad there either. As far as 4 Kings go, the main roster still did perform the best out of any of them. And then we have M7's other roster in there as well at 7th place. ENL stayed alive. Don't know how that happened, as they were getting hunted earlier. But we're going to get ready to go into game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 2. You're more than welcome to spam whatever team name you love in the chat as we get ready for game number 2. Manai, can you confirm to me that you will automatically update the scoreboard? I don't see it updated even though you've sent it to me. I can give you the scores as follow. They'll be updated hopefully sometime soon. First time trying this in a finals chat, so fingers crossed for that. But Zenith Eternity are in here at first place. Got update there. They're going to automatically update. Zenith Eternity first place with 34 points. NSG 24 points second place. Viper third place after the first game with 17. Goats right below them with 16 points. We've got 2 Filipino teams in here joint at 10 points. 4K Overload. Wait, 4K Overload? Damn, 4K Overload are above 4 Kings main? Oh my gosh. 4 Kings Overload 9 points. ENL 9 points. M7's Oust 9 points. Leap Unbound on 8. Cut 1 and 4 letters are on 7 points. Then we've got 4 Kings main. 4 Kings Joker on 6 points. M7 Waddy along with Rebar's team at 5 points. The Indian team of 2JZ are on 4 points. And then everyone else has 2, 1, or 0 points at the end of game number 1. Either way, chat, we're going to get ready to go into game number 2. Thankfully, I don't have to update the scoreboard anymore, as it's going to be updated automatically for me, so I'm very pleased about that, and I can just sit here and talk to you guys instead. Lots of chats coming through. I'm going to call out what I can see right now in terms of supporters. Looks like 4 Kings have the most support right now inside of both chats combined. Then we got some support in there for Zenith Eternity. It looks like a lot of TikTok people want Zenith Eternity to do very well. Some Canyon love as long with, ooh, is that some Amzone love? Calling out just one player? Interesting. Also, if you don't know, there is some watch parties going on as well. So if you don't like my face, well, you probably still have to see my face. But if you don't like my voice, you're more than welcome to go over and watch Senorita Brie. She's from Argentina. We also got Obscure from Africa, Insanity from India, COD Ninja from North America. He participates in pretty much every single event as well, whether it's the qualifiers or the finals. Then we've got COD Sharok from the Middle East, and Crush from the Philippines. Believe it or not, I think that Crush is the same multiplayer player that I've known for like 4 or 5 years now, and I think he's trying to make a play to come over to BR and play BR instead of multiplayer. From my POV, it's the best move, bro. Let's be honest. Multiplayer nowadays, it's not what it used to be. BR nowadays, it's better than it's ever been. So you're more than welcome, Crush, to come in and play in these tournaments. Open invite for you, my broski. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get ready to get into game number 2. As you can see, the scoreboards have been put away for now, and they will be updated in just a moment. Looks like we're still reviewing the results here for red, and then we're going to get into game number 2. My scrum diddly, I need to turn down my AC real quick. Holy. Turn it down, boys. In around time, boys.
The match is about to start.
Oh my gosh! Apologies about that, chat, but it's just too damn warm in my room and I'm getting sweaty. And I'd rather just watch the sweat of the other players than watch my own sweat, if I'm being honest. Alright, a lot of 4 Kings still being spammed in the chat. Remember, anything that you spam in the chat actually comes up on the screen of the YouTube stream. So you can actually see what you're chatting about on screen of YouTube. If you're watching on TikTok, go and check out the YouTube and see how much spam is being posted right now. The scoreboards will be updated right now. 4 Kings main had a terrible start to this tournament. Unfortunately, we're hoping to see a little bit better of a game number 2 from them. Looks like a team has just dropped instantly. I think that's going to be Holy Father's team. We checked them out a little bit earlier at the start of game number 1, and they were in a fight against another 4K clan team. This team's actually not representing 4K, even though they have Holy Father and Winter on the roster. They're going to land over by a state again. Second time we've seen them land in there. Obviously, Holy Father's using his iconic OG skin Looks like there is a team beside them, possibly. We're going to check out the other POV right here. Let's check if there's anyone around them. There is. Luckily, it seems like they have the entirety of a state to themselves, so they'll be good for now. Four Kings Men are trying to get up to Ski Town, but there's going to be people beside them as well. That's definitely NSG. Rotating around and going up towards Outpost. We'll have to see if they're able to keep up the consistency here. We're used to seeing Four Kings Men stay consistent. We're not used to seeing NSG stay consistent. Now, it looks like all of the top teams from the tournament so far are over on this top right-hand region of the map. We got Four Kings Men in there. We, of course, have NSG in there. We have Zenith Eternity in there. So a lot of really big-time teams making big-time pushes to their preferred drop spot. For now, however, we're going to get right into the action, and I want to check out 2JZ as they're down to 2 players again. Come on, India. It's the first time they've ever made it into the finals, and I feel like the pressure may be getting to them right now. I would love to see them get at least into the top 10 for the first ever Indian team. Remember, they qualified fair and square. They actually did pretty okay on their day. Barely squeezed through the qualifiers, but they did all right. I'm really rooting for them right now, but they're not giving me much to root for, and they're not giving much to root for the Indian rosters. Fingers crossed they're able to do a little bit more as we go through into game 2. The team that landed over by Sanitarium is going to be team 24. Oh my god. Oh my god. We didn't get to see that, but I'm pretty sure Felon just executed a bull boss. I just seen Felon execute a bull boss in the kill feed. Are you being serious? Ain't no way. Did he really just execute a bull boss? What? What? How did we not see that? I wonder, did he disconnect or something, chat? Oh dear, the Middle Easterners are having a real tough time with their internet recently, chat, because my god, I feel like he disconnected. Going over on to GNRs, they're in a big time fight right here against the European M7 roster. Kev's trying to stay alive. He's inside of a toxic overload right now. This is not looking too good for him. Loading's trying to find him. Or Zluth is trying to find him, I should have said. Loading's already dead. Zluth rotating out of this situation. Shot's not going to land from Kev either. 2 players up for GNR. They should be able to get back their teammates through the revive flight and be able to fight another day. I believe Zluth was the last remaining player on the M7 team there. I do believe that. Yeah, he was. So if he had died there, they would have been eliminated completely. But I believe he got all of his teammates back, maybe? Right now, the way it's stated, he only got 1 player back, which is going to be Andrew. He's going to need to fight for the remaining players on his team. Chat, you can't say rematch because one of your favorite players disconnected. That's not how this works. That's unfortunately an issue on their part, not on production. Zluth slowly moving up behind of GNR. We'll have to see if they stay around those tags or not. If I was them, I probably would stay around the tags just to try and get another points or 2 for kill. Kev's coming for him. Kev sees him. Shots are going to go down here. This is going to be a big time play here, and he's not able to do it. Andrew, last alive on the team. We'll hop on board with him. He steals a chopper. Doesn't get any of the tags there, unfortunately, I don't think. And these guys really need to step it up. Blix, on the other hand, is killing himself so that he doesn't use the... I think he's trying to do it so he doesn't use the scout. Pretty sure he's trying to respawn himself here, so he doesn't need to respawn with scout, and he can choose a different class ability. Almost 100% certain that's exactly what they're doing here. Marker, last alive for 2JZ from India. Let's check if there's anyone around him here. Where even are you? Oh my gosh. Marker, if you can hear me right now, there's nobody around you. I like that you got your teammates' tags back. I'm wishing you all the best from the side of India inside of this competition. Jeff able to take down a player from NSG. This is a big time fight here. They're fighting the number 2 team inside of the competition. Shots are going to go down onto ice. He's taking a lot of damage here. Oh my god, Jeff might get turned on. Jeff might get turned on! Oh, he stays alive for a little bit longer here, but the fight is still coming their way. They're trying to land 1 more shots. Lovely jubbly from Jeff as he's able to take down 3. Is that team fully eliminated? No, they still have Flix left alive as he came back through the revive flight just moments ago as he changed his class ability. Terrible situation for them to be in. Flix killed himself. Obviously 4K me and know that he killed himself, and they know that they land an outpost, so they pushed him straight away there, knowing it was a 3v4. And unfortunately, Flix is the last remaining player on this team. Keep in mind, before we started this game, they were second place on the scoreboard, and now it's looking like the gap may extend from second to first here if Zenith Eternity can have a good game. Going now on over to Zenith Eternity, you can see they're going to pick up both of their loadouts here over by Sakura. They're going to be in an exceptional spot here going into the mid game, as we're going to load that up in about 3 minutes. Remember, the scoreboard has been updated on your screen if you want to check out where everyone is currently inside of the competition. That's after the first game. Remember, that's after the first game. We're now in game number 2, as we're going to check out Goat Magic. These players were able to pick off 3. I think the 3 players that they did pick off were probably 2JZ. They were able to get back everyone in a revive flight from what we seen earlier. Yes, they were. Darko, Adam, Marker, and Troy. Fingers crossed for the Indian boys. As for now, however, it looks like these guys have got 2 loadies, and they're gonna go into the shop and buy some more. Not sure what they're gonna buy this time. R9's being used here from Dre. And an HDR. There is players right in front of them. Not too sure what that team is. It's going to be a Leap roster. It's Wagner. Wagner's Leap team. Smoke comes down. Trying to provide some cover to get into the car. It's going to work for him. Secret's going to get picked up here as well. Unfortunately, RIP to TSG. I loved when that clan existed, but they're no longer a thing, and their players are scattered all over the place now. However, we have to go on forth and check out Rebar, as I see him in the kill feed for now. Where are you, Rebar? I want to check out where you're at. I seen him get a knock there just moments ago. It's against the main ENL roster. There also is a Middle Eastern team that qualified last weekend over by them as well. It's going to be an interesting 3-way fight, possibly, as Rebar's going to be the first person to see someone. Did he not see Sly right there? Oh my god, he didn't see him. He's on the same floor as you! Rebar, I need you to lock in right now. Remember, he's allowed to use the pistol. He can use the pistol if he wants to. Not that it's a good option, but he is allowed to use it because he did land through a revive flight. Oh, he's actually going to use it over the HDR. This is going to be interesting. Not going to be interesting for his teammates, though, as they both die instantly there. Only one more player from his team left alive other than him, and he's getting hunted down on the main stage as Bravo's able to pick player 1 down on the opposing roster. He unfortunately dies, and that leaves Rebar last alive for team number 11. If you just seen the kill feed right there, I checked out that Slayer was able to take down Ken. And I think Rebar's going to stay alive for now. Get out of the situation, but it's not looking too good for them going into the middle of this game. Hopping now on board with Slayer. They're hunting down people from all over the place. They've only got 1 elimination so far. They've just maybe spotted a team down below them here in Black Market. But if you guys know Slayer, you'll know that they understand that it's Viper that lands in on Black Market, because everyone watches their drop spots. We're not going to take that fight, but I tell you who is taking fights. The Nigerian team. Team 15. Chucky's going to go down here. And that leaves Felon last alive, and they are eliminated. A great game 1, but a terrible game 2. The top tier Nigerian team has been taken out of game number 2. A Bull is still alive over by the radar base. Who's around there? Oh my gosh, there is a lot of teams and players around him right now. We've got a Leap team along with Baller's roster. Baller, a player who was absolutely terrible a couple of months ago, has now actually got a little bit better at the game, using Jet Boost to go around. Not sure about this play, but hey, it seems to be working. I'm sure it's a hard class ability to hit with a sniper, as the movement on that is very fast. Checking out the other African roster, we can see Mello in here. This is a dual continental team. Mello probably going to die in the zone. Not looking too good for the broski. Not looking too good for the broski, bro. As Mello falls outside of the zone, along with a Bull Boz and Ken, in the last 2 remaining teammates on their roster. Players going for him right here. It's going to be Baller and Ken in a 1v1 situation. Not sure if it's going to go Baller's way here. Nice movement from Ken. He's able to get back a revive flight card.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Scans his teammates into it.
Scanned successfully.
Love to see that. Gets out of the situation as well. Baller's still chasing after him with the jet boost, but now he's got an R9 shotgun. He's going to be able to kill him. I really think Ken should take down this player. Baller, not able to do anything to him. He gets eliminated. And I'll see you later, Baller, but McDo is still in the action here from the team. Ken? Is he going to go for the play here? Oh, they've spotted each other. Ken knows he's right there. Jumps down on him. Lands a shot. Not able to get the full kill. Ken falls. And McDo stays on top, but not for long as he gets knocked by the opposing player from the same roster as Ken. Zeno last alive on Baller's team. We're going to move on board to a different team that's inside of the zone. Looking onwards to Viper. You can see they're actually using airborne. Really? Airborne? Interesting. I'm curious if they're going to take this fight on the team right below them. That's 4K down there. I believe it's 4K Joker. And there's also ENL right beside them. Instinct getting landed on right here. 58-50 with the shotty. He's going to get knocked and eliminated instantly here. Shots go down and he is a goner. They pop their toxic overload as soon as they landed as well, which means any players in and around that area will not have good movement. Selena landing a lot of shots. This is Senior J, believe it or not. He goes by Senior J on his TikTok. Don't know why he uses this name on his account. Ad for branding, chat. A lot more players would know who this is if he just used the name BPR Senior J, but here we are. 7 eliminations from Viper to start off this game as we're into the mid-game definitely by now. Looking on board to Zenith. Not sure what they're going to do here. I can hear a blown up car outside. It looks like they're fighting against Leap for now. Are they able to get these knocks or eliminations here? We'll have to wait and see. Where are they on the side of the map? Over by Harbor. Spotter goes down from Necro. We'll have to hop on board with Slayer's POV as he's holding a similar angle. Where's Lotex in all of this? He's actually got a back angle. Far away, split up from his teammates. He might be able to do something with that. Nope, he's going to run inside. Too many spotters and cluster nades being used here. It's going to be a 3v4 fight for now. And Necro's going to go down as he gets sniped from the side. Oh my god, multiple different teams dying from clusters. And I think they're actually going to take some casualties here that they did not want to take on the side of Leap. Because the third party comes in. Slash goes down, gets full killed. And Leap only have one player remaining. I believe this guy was in the tower last time I checked, and he's used the hoverbike to get out of here. But as you pull up the other team that actually third-partied them, you can see them rotating in from the side here. It was a Kaza, Fright, and Ranzu landing a bunch of shots on that team from behind. Able to take the players off of Zenith Eternity and also get some kills from 4K Joker. Flicks making his way into the zone. We're not actually sure if he got his teammates back into the action. We'll have to check that out. Does he have anyone left? He doesn't. Flicks is the only remaining player on NSG, and keep in mind, they are currently number 2 on the leaderboards. Number 2 on the leaderboards. They spotted Poison Ivy. But he needs to stay alive as long as possible. If I was him, I'd probably try to find a place to camp in. As we're going to go ahead and check out teams that are actually in a fight here. As I see that Zenith have once again fought an opposing team. Seeing some people say about Zenith using a Desperado. I'm going to let the administration team rewind the stream and check that out. Check out the POVs as well to give confirmation on that. As I was not watching them when they had, if they had it on. But you may be getting Desperado confused with the Toxic Overload, as they both could look quite similar on the class abilities. Going now on over to check out the GOATs. 10 elimination here from the side of the Latin American God Squad. They are getting sniped from the side, and that's not going to look too good, but he's able to get back his tags from his team. So they're getting back one at least. Not sure if they're going to be able to get back Soy Topo. But fingers crossed. We're now heading into the late game as the next zone has shown itself, and it's going to end over by this area in Harbor. That's going to be a tough fight for anyone trying to make a play who are not already inside of this area. As remember, there's only certain vehicles that you can use to get into the zone. If you don't have those vehicles, like a hoverbike equipped or a snowboard, Gonna be a tough rotation. Checking out team number 6. This is going to be 4K Overload. They're actually ahead of 4 Kings main right now. They've also got Toxic Overload on as well, along with Shock Stick being used. Interesting enough. We've seen a qualifier game here won by 2JZ in the qualifiers last week. And in this very same area. Looks like 4 Kings main are actually taking a lot of damage here. They do have 10 kills, but it's not looking good for them. Nero's the last player alive. He needs to just get into the zone. He doesn't have any qualification points so far. 17 teams left alive. If he's able to stay alive for a little bit longer, they'll get some more points in the board. This is a bad situation for the 4 Kings main roster to be in right now. Does get hit by the hover bike. That's a completely legal play. You don't get DQ'd for getting kills with cars in this. You're allowed to do that. Using the snowboard to stay alive for a little bit longer. Lovely movement there from Neroza. These guys are in a terrible spot. They need to stay alive with Neroza. All eyes on 4 Kings main as they are struggling at the start of this tournament. However, it looks like 4 Kings Overload still have all 4 remaining players, but they don't have a single kill so far. As Zenith Eternity seemingly fighting alongside them here. Only 2 players remain for this roster, and they have 8 eliminations. It's going to be a hard-fought battle, but they are in the center of the zone, so as long as they watch each individual area, they should be good. Lotex has a defender to use, and they have a Toxic Overload as well to slow down the competition. Now heading on over to Magic, we see him knock one instantly onto Secret. Oh my god, Poison Ivy getting eliminated in a 4v2 fashion from the Goats. 13 eliminations here for the Goats of Latin America. They weren't able to get back their teammates even though they scanned them. It seems like that revive flight did not help them out whatsoever. They are, of course, barely in the next zone. They're going to blow up all of their cars here so they don't get killed by explosive damage. And they do have one car beside them that isn't weak that they could take into the next zone. So all things actually looking pretty good on the side of the Goats. Now we're going to take out Zenith again. They're in the fray here, not taking too many shots right now. Remember, these are our current leaders, 4 points. We're not sure if they actually were using Desperado earlier, but we did get that called out from the chat. We'll have to check a couple of minutes after the game and review the footage. It's already being checked for now. Looking on board to the Indian roster of 2JZ. They need to make it into the zone right now. This is a bad spot for them to be in. Do they have any smoke bombers? Yes, they do. Adam, you need to use the smoke bomber to get into the zone, or you need to hold the angle behind there. Oh my god, I don't know about that. He smoke bombered the other team? Oh my god. 2JZ, the fan favorites from India. Wasted smoke bomber there from Adam, crumbling under the pressure. This is going to be bad for them. Dare I say, it might be the worst play we've seen from 2JZ in the qualifiers or the finals. Remember, this is the finals for now. They're going to rotate and try and get into the next zone. Neroza's still alive here for now, trying to get some placement points. There's only 12 teams remaining. 4 Kings Overload still alive right here, getting into the next zone, using Trap Masters and all sorts to get their way in. Remy's still alive, Tokyo's still alive, along with Imzone with the Shock Stick. They're going to have to push a team out of a house right now, as we're going to hop back on board with them. Imzone unfortunately getting knocked from behind. Tokyo's still alive, Remy and Eduardo all up. But they are in and around Zenith Eternity here. Right beside them. Nades need to come through if they want to take that house. Trapmaster's going down. Great Trapmaster there from Eduardo, but it looks like the spotter's going to be used, and oh my god, all 3 of them die instantly. Low-Tech's last remaining player from Zenith Eternity alive. Defender goes down. 1v2 clutch here would be insane. Takes down one, doesn't take down the other. Chamo's able to get the pick on the Low-Techs, stealing all of the kills. They are eliminated in 8th place position. Now, Viper up and at him. 23 eliminations from a team that we haven't really seen in game number 2 is insane. They could win this game, or they could die a little bit earlier than... Oh my god, Neroza gets a collateral! No way. Can he use the armor plates? I don't think it's going to be enough time. Neroza, an outstanding play here from you. Unfortunately goes down right there, but wow! One interesting performance there from Neroza, able to pick up a couple of more kills. Hopefully they come his way, and they finish, I think, in 5th place position. Great clutch there from Neroza to keep 4 Kings in this competition. They've been struggling here in the middle of the game, but good stuff for now. Adam's staying alive right now with a smoke bomber. Puts down a trophy system so that nobody else can shoot at him. There are players right beside him here, though. I believe that's Viper. 3... Oh my god, he spotted all 3 of them at the same... Please. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, he takes down all 3 in a victorious play. Adam, unfortunately, dying there a little bit earlier than we would have liked to have seen, but he 1v3s Viper. Viper, and game number 2 actually goes in the way of the GOATs from Latin America with 20 eliminations. 21 eliminations right after that one is going to guarantee them 36 points. But what a freaking triple from the last remaining player of 2JC from India. I did not expect him to 1v3 those guys. Unfortunately, one of the kills were stolen from him, but I'm going to give him that 1v3 because that was absolutely glorious. Out in the middle of the open, gets 3 1-pumps to finish the deal right there, and they're able to finish 3rd place with 5 kills. Of course, 21 kills in a win, that's a lot of points. 21 points with 15 points replacement is going to give them 36 total points for game number 2, so they're going to skyrocket up that scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to be right up at the tippity top alongside some of the top dogs from game number 1. You can see team number 22 also able to get 10 eliminations in a 2nd place finish. That'll give them 20 total points. Darko, Adam, Marker, and Troy, with Adam's glorious clutch there in the last moments of game number 2, they were able to get a 3rd place finish, which will give them about 12 total points. Going down the list, you can see Viper did really well here again. 24 kills. But Adam griefed the crap out of Viper in that end game. They had 3 remaining players up and alive inside of the zone, and they got 1v3'd on the main stage. Good amount of kills there. They're going to have a lot of points. Dare I say they might be number 1 in the scoring based off of the game number 2 performance that they've just had. You can see a Bull Balls, Dr. Stop, QTR Arc, and Ken also getting a couple of kills right there, as well as a 5th place placement. Don't know how Narosa did it there, but he stayed alive, got into 6th place, and was able to get a double towards the end of that game. 4 Kingsmen are struggling, but they're holding on. They are holding on. However, now they need to shift into a different gear. And hopefully they can reach maximum velocity as we get into game number 3. Going further down the list, you can see Panchito, Jackery, Patata, and Flex got a nice number of kills there at 7th place. Also, Zenith Eternity dying very early on compared to what we're used to, but still 11 kills. Good job from them. And dare I say, that first game clutch that we've seen from Lotex with the 1v2 pump still remains in my mind, even though we've just ended game number 2. 11 kills in 8th place. I think they'll get like 13 points for that. Further down, you can see 0 kills. Guys! How do you guys always make it into the end game and somehow don't get a kill? I mean, come on. My GOATs. Remy, Eduardo, Tokyo, and I'mZone, my GOATs! I need more kills from you going forward. Love 4K Overload either way. Further down, you can see ENL were able to get 7 eliminations that game, and there's 4 Kings Joker with only 2. Further down the list, the remaining teams have been eliminated. GNR died earlier, but with 7 eliminations. NSG have fallen off the face of the earth. They're getting 0 points for this game, so they're going to collapse on the leaderboard. Definitely not going to be number 2 anymore. And as we go even further down, you can see Marab and Holy Father having a hard game as opposed to game number 1. M7 doing terrible this time around, along with Team 24 dying early with a couple of kills. Rebar's team died early. Baller's team died early. Mellow dying early, and it looks like the Nigerians this time around really were the first 2 teams to go. So I'm hoping for some bigger plays out in Nigeria as we get ready to go into game number 3. I mean, fingers crossed. We want to see big plays from Nigeria and, of course, India, as those are 2 of the, I guess, up-and-coming regions. Philippines and Asia are already top dog region, don't get me wrong, but we really don't see much from India, and we don't see much from Nigeria. It's the first time an Indian team's qualified, and I'm more than happy to see Adam clutch up there with a 1v3 towards the end. I will say this. I think that India, specifically this team, is suffering from something that Nigeria suffered from in the past, where they're good mechanically, but I feel like some of their decision making towards that end game was terrible. Like the way the smoke bomber was placed. What are you doing with that? You should have smoke bombered your way into the zone. You shouldn't have just smoke bombered a random team off unless you were going to push the team. If you're going to smoke bomber a team, you better freaking push them. Either way, GOATs are going to go skyrocketing up that leaderboard. They had 16 points before that game started, and they got 36 for that game. So they'll be up to about 52 points. I think that they'll be first if Viper Esports doesn't have something to say about it, which I don't think they do. I think Ghosts are going to be first. Viper's probably going to be second, and Zenith is most likely fallen a little bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you an update for the Desperado that everyone says was used. Desperado has been banned in the settings. We've just been confirmed that by the administration. They can't even use Desperado. They can't even use it at all. Yeah, man, Dan, I seen that in the chat for Rebar's team. But yeah, they can't use Desperado. There was no Desperado used. You guys are just hopping on a bandwagon because the team from your rival region is beating Four Kings Main. As much as I love Four Kings Main, and I love Four Kings in general, don't get me wrong, I love all those guys. But you can't say that a team needs to be DQ'd for using something when it's not even in the lobby to be used. Exactly what I expected or thought would happen happened. You guys are, unfortunately, confusing Desperado with Toxic Overload. They look similar in their icons, I will say that. They do look very similar. But I can confirm right now, there was no Desperado used in that match because it wasn't even in the lobby to begin with. We've taken out all of the class abilities so that the people can't actually physically use them. They can't use them at all. They have no access to it. It just doesn't let you use it when we don't put it in the match. So, yeah, just to double confirm that for you, Zenith Eternity did not do anything wrong that game. Even though they were number one and you don't want to see them win this tournament because they're from your rival region. You can't say that. You can't say that they should be DQ'd for nothing. We're not going to do that. You guys know we like to keep our tournaments at the highest level of skill and fairness. Little bit of an update for you guys as we get as we get the scoring updated for you. I can actually say about them before it even goes up on the screen. Never mind. Okay, never mind. It was updated on the screen before I could even have a chance to do it. Too quick. Too quick for me, chat. Either way, running you through them real quick, you can see Goats are first. Zenith Eternity barely hold on to second place. I actually thought they would be third place after that game number 2. But Viper are in here at third. It looks like Latin America making a big play for it here this time around. 46 and 47 points for each of them. NSG somehow are still fourth after getting 0 points. They are still fourth place. Jutcha Prime are in here as well. 21 points in fifth place. Four Kings still in the top 10. Thank God for that. But they're going to need to have a very good game number 3 if they want to stand a chance of going back to back to back to back to back. 20 points combined with 4 letters. They're both at the same amount of points for now. Azir X K9 are on 18 total points. Then we've got ENL, GNR Legacy tied at 17. 2JZ are here at 16 total points. So good job to them. They don't get into the top 10 though with that. They are 11th place with 16 points. If we're ready after the password was changed, I don't know what creator leaks the password every finals. I actually have no idea who's doing that. But if you want to let me know, chat, you're more than welcome to do so. Can we spam something else other than Rennie Batarbonia? How about 6-7? Spam something that I at least understand the meaning towards it. Either way, chat, we're going to get ready for game number 3. As soon as it's up and running, we will make sure to do so. It looks like the Mr. Beast calling card made it into the game also. Shout out to Mr. Beast, man. Mr. Beast! Unfortunately, you're like 5 years behind me, Mr. Beast, okay? So, ratio, chat. Ratio, Mr. Beast, chat. We're getting all of the actual players that need to be up in the action. My fiance is messaging me right now, chat, and distracting me. Holy distraction. Man, and tell her to not message me ever in the finals. Holy chat. But yeah, the scores are up live for now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to take a little bit of a breather right here. Play some music while we get into game number 3 and fix the scoring and the leaderboard and whatever inside of the match. There we go. I prefer the 6-7 spam. There we are, chat. Love to get that re-healed throat. Holy. All right, team, you're good to start the game as soon as we get the last player in. Whoever is releasing the password, oh my God, you need to stop that. It's been happening recently a lot. I wonder who it is. So far in the competition, the scores have been tight. The top 3 scores are the tightest that I guess we've really ever seen. When Four Kings Main do really well, they're usually finishing on top by quite a distance here. But like I said before, A lot of players and a lot of teams are getting a lot better every single tournament. I must say that that reigning run for the back-to-back-to-back team of Four Kings main was quite historical. I mean, it was unbelievable. I still can't believe that they actually were able to go back-to-back-to-back inside of the 10K majors, but here we are. Yet again, I can see the TikTok spamming Oten in the chat. Guys, please, at least spam something else. Mr. Beast versus Ferg, 6-7. I don't know. Four Kings main. Spam something related to the tournament.
The match is about to start.
As we get into game number 3. You goofy goobers. Oh my gosh. Thank you for following. Appreciate you. Make sure to go and follow all of the watch parties that I named before as well. I'm looking forward to see if 2JZ can actually finish in the top 10, chat. They are currently 11th place, but they're only one point behind number 10. So they could really finish in top 10 or even in the money. Fingers crossed for them. Mr. Beast Riz. All right. I'm not even going to bother to control this chat at this point. You guys are so far gone that it's beyond our care. As we get into game number 3. Who won the first round? Tech a Gas. Zenith Eternity. That's why they're number 2 on the leaderboard so far. We'll see which teams land out here at New Vision City. It looks like Holy Father's team along with, I believe that's a Leap roster. 2 Leap rosters dropped instantly. Leap Unbound, I think, is the team that is going to be going over to New Vision City. The other Leap team is rotating towards Pipeline, possibly. We also have a 4 Kings Overload or a 4 Kings... Yeah, it is 4 Kings Overload roster. Landing over by them as well. That's not a good spot for Holy Father and the boys to land in, man. There's too many teams landing right beside them. They've got Rebar's roster from the Middle East. Along with what I can only assume is Chucha Prime over there as well. This is a bad landing spot because there's too many teams landing beside them. However, Holy Father might be able to get a snipe right here. We'll have to hop on board with him and check this out. All eyes on Holy Father. He's got a DLQ along with an R9 shotgun spots, Yawn, and Takeoff. Could land a shot here. What's he gonna do? There is players closer to him that he could take a shot on. Lands on the Lanai. One more shot would kill him. Come on, Holy Father, we're looking for that shot. Not able to land it. Unfortunate situation for him to be in, broski. As we did see him land one, but not a second. For now, however, we absolutely have to go and check out 2JZ. We're rooting for them to the best of our ability to see them get into the top 10, but unfortunately they've lost Darko and Troy instantly. And it seems like the start of their games are where they suffer the most, as they just take casualty after casualty on the side of India. Really fingers crossed to see them do a little bit better here. Adam, one of the last remaining players on the team. Troy also doesn't even have a gun yet. But Winter is getting a little elimination. The first elimination on the side of this team. They've spotted Rebar and Amir right in front of them as well. If they close this gap, it could be a nice little tasty fight and full squad wipe. Still 25 teams left, however, as we're into the start of this game. Only 3 minutes in to game number 3. They've made it the whole way up the side of the mountain, so I think they're going to get away with it. I really don't see a world in which they are able to kill Rebar unless they stop here at the top of this, and it looks like they are. The third party's coming in here as well. Leap has been spotted. Shots go down. Marab's able to kill one. Rebar's getting away with murder right there as he's rotated in and around the tunnel. Of course, the Toxic Overload class has been used. Like I said at the start of this competition, that's going to be a very familiar class going forward, as a lot of players are opting to use it to slow down the enemy teams. Rebar's been spotted here. Winter, is it going to be Holy Father? There it is. Winter's able to get the kill on the Rebar, and they're going to be eliminated. Is that the entire team out? No, not yet. They still have a remaining player. Let's see who it is. It's going to be Amir and Nairobi. They've rotated the whole other side of the pipeline area. For now, however, we're going to have to hop on board with a Bull Boss, as I'm curious to see what him and Ken are up to. Oh, Bull Boss hasn't made it into the match. He's disconnected. This is terrible. We still have 3 players on the roster, though. Not looking too good for now. They need to do a little bit better than what they have been doing if they want to stand a chance at even earning any kind of money here. We'll go and check out Nigeria. as Chapo has taken a fall there against Middle East. Nice snipe. Oh my god. Felon, come on, land another shot. Oh, there it is, but wrong player. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, there's no way you're getting out of that one, buddy. Unfortunate situation for him. Rezox is holding the high ground here. Chucky's still alive just below him. They do both have shotguns to be able to use here. Trophy system goes down so they don't use any cluster nades. Chucky's holding the low ground now as well, trying to get the tags back. Not sure if he's going to be able to do it. Nice pump. Lands another great job. Double pump here from Chucky. That's going to be Nigeria's very own. Trying to rotate around, use his teammate as support possibly. Rezox goes down the side. Lands a shot in on to Haj. One player right beside him. Bang! Oh my god. Rezox, lovely jubbly from you. Chucky needs to give some support right now. Toxic Overload comes in for the opposing Middle Eastern roster, and it looks like he's going to rotate out of the position entirely, as it's going to be Legend staying alive on the side of Team 25. There is another team around here, though. Don't get it twisted. The team has came through here and is third-partying them. Toxic Overload was used just moments ago. Nade possibly coming through to hit somebody. Not going to hit anyone. Oh my god, he needed himself. Rezox killed himself on the main stage, ladies and gentlemen. And now these guys are in a bad situation, as Chucky's last alive on the team. They got back two of their players in a revive flight. Remember, the revive flight you can actually use the pistol in, which is good. If they land right down here, they can use the pistol, land a couple of shots, get a crack or a knock, and pick up their guns. It's the only time you're allowed to use a gun that's not a bolt action sniper or a pump shotty. Felon and Chapo back into the action. They got the 3 Nigerians left on their team. Rezox hasn't come back in his revive flight. Nobody's gotten it just yet. This could be a free kill here from Chucky. Lands a shot. Instant one pump. Lovely from Chucky. Looks like his teammate Felon's back into the action as well, and they've made it a 2v3 situation here. Unfortunately for them, the opposing team does use the Toxic Overload. They've decided to give up their high ground for now, go back into the bottom of Sanitarium, and try and stay alive for a little bit longer. IX is also on the low ground. Remember, this is a Nigerian team. All the players that we're watching right now are from Nigeria. Their Frenchman still hasn't been revived. Felony's going to go for the tag, though. Is he going to go for the revive flight tag? We'll have to see. It is down in a very hard position to get to. Chapo really far away right now. Surprised he landed over here. He's not even close to the team. He's over by Frigid. Definitely trying to look for that tag. Still not able to get it. They are covering it very well here. And there's another team in and amongst them. It could possibly third party them. Felon's in a bad spot. Player right behind him. Could get one pumped. Gets the tag. Needs to get out of this situation. Lovely. Staying alive. We need to hop on board with Chucky, though, as he's able to take down Legend from that Middle Eastern team. Lovely stuff here. Chucky, definitely the best player from Nigeria inside of this tournament. Oh my god! Not another one. Oh, no! 192 pump. He almost had that insane clutch. But now it's time to Felon to make a play here. Oh my god, Felon, please. No! Oh, that was almost an insane 2v4 situation with multiple different teams, but they have fallen on the main stage, and Felon not able to pick up a single kill, even though he got a couple of knocks in there just moments ago. Chucky on 5 kills, though. Definitely doing good work here at the start of this game, but we're going to check out BPR Bolivia, as he's the last player alive on his team. His entire team may actually not get revive flighted back in here, ladies and gentlemen, and as I said before, VPR, Viper, are actually number 3. Oh my god, he's been hopped on. One pump, one. Poison Ivy might get one pump and another. Not able to do so. And Viper are eliminated. That's our 3rd place team, dying incredibly early. For King's Main. 5 points, 4 kills so far. Thanks everyone for sharing and following the stream. Make sure if you haven't already to check out the players that are participating, as they are all streaming their POVs as well, whether it's on TikTok or YouTube, along with some of the watch parties that you can watch if you want to listen to somebody who speaks a different language. Senorita Bree or Bry, Obscure, Insanity, COD Ninja, COD Shackrock, and Crush are the official watch parties. Shots going down here on the Low-Techs from 4 Kings Main. This would be a big fight if it were to happen. Tom's right beside him. Low-Tech staying alive for now. Oh my god, Low-Techs, I do not like that fight, but his teammates come in and give him some backup support. I don't know what it is about Zenith Eternity. Like, I know I may come across as a glazer sometimes, but they're just so efficient. Like, they're always staying together, bro. They're so efficient in their movement. They're so concise in their communication. And that's why they always perform well. Even if they're on high MS, they always perform super well as a team. And this starting four roster has been a really good starting four for the last, I think they've been playing together close to a year now. They've been doing really, really good. Checking out the GOATs. They have 0 eliminations here in game number 3. The GOATs are actually number 1 on our current scoreboard. Number 1 overall after 2 games. This is game number 3. I'm seeing a lot of people that want me to check out Rebar, but he's already eliminated. They only have 0 kills as well, so they're not looking too good right here, ladies and gentlemen. As far as Middle East goes, however, Ken and the boys are still up. They're coming back through with a revive flight play here. And coming from the sky. Chucky comes back into the action as well. Anyone watching from Nigeria? Best player from this tournament from Nigeria so far would be Chucky. Chapo having a little bit of a bad game this time around, but he did get back the revive flight cards and was able to bring his teammates back into the action. Not sure where Rezox is in all of this. I feel like they got his tag, but I haven't seen him into the action in quite some time. Not looking good for him. He needs to make a little bit better of a play, especially considering his name holds a lot of weight over the last couple of years. Looks like Zenith has spotted 4K Joker here. They're going to target them. Snowboard up on top. They're going to come in from top and bottom. Like I said before, clear and concise comms. Lowtex coming in from the top here with his teammate. I mean, come on, bro. They scripted that perfectly. I would have loved to have heard how they actually decided to push that. I know Slayer or somebody obviously said down the mic, listen, I'm going to go in from the bottom. You guys snowboard, come in from the top. We'll pinch them. They won't know where we're coming from at both different times, and we'll get the kills. They said it in a clearer, more concise way, and that's exactly what they did. Able to steal 2 kills from our other opposing team. They're just so damn good, ladies and gentlemen. They're just so damn good. Arguably the best European team of all time. Slayer coming back into the action. They do have 8 eliminations. Now, however, we're going to check out 4 Kings main as they're still in the top 6 going into this match. And since they have 6 kills so far in game number 3, they're going to be closing that gap. It's been a bad start today from 4 Kings main, but hey, we've seen them come back before. And I hope to see them come back here again. Sniping on the ENL. This is one of our qualifying teams. They don't know that Goncito's closer to them. Spotter's not able to go down. It's a little bit out of distance. Oh my god, nice snipe from Gut. I'm used to seeing him be accurate, but god damn, the distance on that snipe was incredible. Holy Father's also around this area with his teammate Winter and Salata. They've spotted Jakari right in front of them here. Getting back Marab's tag as well. They have 9 eliminations. Wow, what a game so far out of this team. It seems like all the 4K teams today are doing pretty well. But it looks like Holy Father's dead. A little bit of incestuous action here. Holy Father, no. No, Tom. Come on, man. You gotta be targeting Holy Father, man. Oh my god. Looks like a third party from another Filipino team's coming in from behind of the 4 Kings main roster. Up to 9 eliminations now. Tom needs to get out of this area. There's going to be 3 players jumping on him in just a moment. Unless he can rotate around the side here with his team, Jeff. Oh my god, Jeff. Excellent play here. Taking the high ground off of this GNR Legacy squad. We can't see anything just for now, but Jeff does have a smoke bomber. So he'll be able to see through that if any of them actually turn up. Oh, and they've turned.
Engaging the enemies.
What the hell was that, Jeff? Somebody check this guy's device! Instant quickscope off the snowboard. Oh my god, bro. I'm gonna need to check his device personally. I'm gonna need to go over to the Philippines, actually, and check his device. 1v1 coming in here. Filipino versus Filipino. Travis versus Jeff. Shots go down. Not able to land enough damage here to really do much. What is going on with this fight? Oh my gosh, that was something to behold. Nice snipe there off the snowboard again. Jeff might be the best sniper snowboard player ever. Never mind, Tom actually taking him off the snowboard this time. We're seeing so many snowboard snipes come through from 4 Kings main. Kev's coming through for the tag. Not sure if he's going to be able to land any shots onto this. Kev's getting away with no damage done. Sniper still coming down here. Tom not able to land anything. Bad play there. Unfortunately, Tom with the whiff, with the choke in terms of accuracy. Like we said before in a couple of clips talking about this event, we know that everyone has movement, but we don't know if everyone has accuracy. For now, however, let's check out Slayer's accuracy, as I just seen him pick up a kill. These guys are now on to 9 apiece, looking real good, but nobody's around them anymore as they picked up that final player. Chucky, on the other hand, still making a name for himself. This guy's really unknown. Unfortunately, he's going to finally go down to Poison Ivy. Last player alive is going to be Fallon, and the Nigerians are eliminated by Poison Ivy. 10 eliminations here on the board from Poison Ivy from the Philippines, taking down an African roster. Looking on to the Middle Easterners. Ican's unfortunately been eliminated, and Dr. Stop has been knocked. God, Middle East are really having a tough time. Really having a tough time. I'm seeing SS on Viper. I'm assuming you mean Stream Snipe on Viper. Automatic assumption is that's what you guys are talking about. I actually don't even see them here. Have they been eliminated? Oh, you're saying that Viper got Stream Sniped? Oh yes, we watched them earlier die. They died really early on. They might have actually been our first team death. Unfortunately, chat, I don't believe they got stream sniped. I believe they just died. Everyone knows where Viper lands. It's not a hot topic. Rebar, what are you up to? Oh, they've spotted Poison Ivy over there. There is a lot of teams around them here, and it looks like all 4 of them remain. They have a position in the zone. They do. They're going to get pulled up here in just a moment, though. It's going to be a qualifying team possibly pulling up on them, or it's going to be Leap and Poison Ivy. They're still alive for now. Checking out with Poison Ivy. Guys, just because your team dies doesn't mean they get stream sniped. Okay? We've discussed this before. Either way, the administration team will watch the footage and make sure they weren't stream sniped. Okay? You're all right. Shots going down here. Looks like they're fighting Patata. Can't see the player who's going to kill him. It's going to be Dre, able to take him down. But unfortunately, the third party comes from the side here. Julio, able to knock Secra. They'll be able to get him back in the revive flight, I believe. And it looks like 2JZ, Darko, is just dying outside of the zone now. He does have the medic plate carrier, but my God, the India team... Oh, man. I really wanted to see more from an Indian roster. They did qualify into the finals, man. And I'm rooting for them. I am, but... They're currently 11th place, and it's really not looking good for them. Dying outside of the zone again. Darko in a really tough spot, bro. Not even getting any points for placement. Looking on the side of the goats. Speak of them, we'll have to go and watch them. As they lose a player called Chamo to low-techs across the map. This is going to be Zenith Eternity. The 4v3 situation, and the GOATs are currently number 1 on the leaderboard. Keep in mind, number 2 is actually Zenith as well. Viper are our number 3 team, and they died early, so they're going to go down the leaderboards, which is not looking too good for them. Making their way into the zone right now. We're into the late game. We're 17 minutes in. There's only 15 teams remaining. I say only. Look at this damn zone. An insane amount of teams left inside of this. Zenith Eternity, 13 eliminations here. These guys might actually win this tournament. It will be their first tournament win since I believe we held the Rebirth tournament earlier this year when it was launched as a map. Curious if any of you guys have seen the leaked new map that's coming to the game. Has anyone seen it? Does anyone know what the name of that leaked new map is? I've seen a lot of leaks about it. Don't know much about it though. Don't know much about it. I just seen the leaks. Thanks everyone for following. Make sure to follow the watch parties and the players participating. ENL coming through behind here of Zenith Eternity. Nice snipe from Slayer there. Lovely jubbly. With the DLQ, I'll make a Maywalt mag. Necro. And Low-Techs right beside each other. They don't need to push in just yet, so they can hold this angle for now to hold these people out. They have a good position in the zone as well. For now, however, we need to check out what's happening with 4King's main, as they're third-partying Poison Ivy across the map here. Not able to land a singular shot there. 4K good, not looking too good with his accuracy this time around that we check him out, but there's still Jeff right beside them. And now, another 4K team's going to push them from the side here. This is a bad push from 4K. Smoke Bomber coming in here from Jeff. No, it's not going to be a Smoke Bomber. It must have been some sort of nade. Possibly a cluster nade. They need to get a good spot inside of this zone. They're not very covered. Oh, this is not good, man. Guh and Jeff in terrible spots. A Smoke Bomber would really go down a treat here for Jeff if he was able to pull it off. Even taking those crates down there, just providing themselves some sort of cover. They're literally out in the open right now. Smoke Bomber does go down here. Jeff deciding if he wants to make this push, lands some shots on the Remy, lands 2. Can he get a third? Can he get the knock? One more shot. There it is. Knock comes through. He can still see these people through the smoke. Is he able to kill any more players? Shot still going down here. Oh, gets caught in the Trap Master. This isn't good. Oh, unfortunately goes for the greedy kill and dies. Good staying alive. 17 kills on the board. They do have points for placement now. However, I think Zenith Eternity are in the best spot in this zone because they have the ultimate high ground here and they have two different defenses to use right beside each other. They just need to make sure that they take down E and L that are going to be rotating over to the other side of this gorge. They spotted them. They want to take them down. The zone's collapsing in on itself. They've spotted Go behind them. They need to land those shots. Can they kill him? I don't know. Go's getting away with murder right here. Oh my god, how is he still alive? How is he still alive, ladies and gentlemen? Go lives to survive another day, staying inside of the smoke. Unbelievable movement here from Four Kings, me and arguably youngest and best player. Slayer and the boys still alive for now, but they're going to get spotted outside of the zone, and they're collapsing on the main stage, unlike Go, who was able to get into it. E&L going to push out Necro and Lotex. There it goes. Shots go down. They're going to get eliminated as well. Go, somehow still alive, finally gets knocked and eliminated. And now it's all down to Four Kings. How is Four Kings Overload still alive in this? Lotex dying outside of the zone. I really think they might win this game. Eduardo going for the full king. See you later, alligator. Lotex is eliminated, and now it's going to be a big end game fight here for Four Kings Overload. Shots go down along with nades, able to take down one of the players on the opposing team. It's going to be a 2v3 situation. This is going to be the first game that I've seen 4K Overload win in years. Julio right beside them, land the shots. There they are, and they actually are going to win this. Oh my god! Let's go, Four Kings Overload, man! Oh my gosh, I did not expect them to win a game today. Wow. Let's go. Let's go, bro. Holy Four Kings Overload. Oh, boy to the Four Kings, chat. Jeepers creepers. I called them out in the last game for having 0 kills. Hey, man. They must have been given the motivation that they needed to dominate, because they did so well in game number 3. Let's pull up that scoreboard and check them out. 16 kills. And 15 points for placement. Where are they right now in the leaderboards, bro? Where are Four Kings Overload? They were 13th going into that game, okay? 13th. With that performance, they're going to get 31 points. They're going to skyrocket their way up this leaderboard, bro. They might be like top 5. They honestly might be top 5 after that game. What a performance from the main man. I'mZone gets 6. Remy gets 3. Eduardo gets 5. Tokyo gets 2. Oh my gosh. Hey, they took down their teammate 4K Go, but I mean, I'm happy they did. All right, I can't believe they won. Four Kings Overload have only won one other game in the history of our tournaments, and that was their second win. What a game, bro. What a game, bro. Holy. E&L coming in here second place. Didn't get many kills, mind you. Not many kills at all. Only 4. They were held down very well there by Necro, Fund, Slayer, and Lotex, as they were able to get 16 kills and a third place finish as well. Getting their way up to, I believe, around 23 total points for that game. So they're going to go up to around, ooh, wow, up to freaking 70 points. 70 points is not that bad after only 3 games. That's very consistent. Good start to the tournament from them. Of course, this is a 7-game series, ladies and gentlemen. Team number 1 will be Four Kings main. They were able to get 18 points, so that's going to get them right up the leaderboard again. They were currently going into that game 6th place position. Not too good. I mean, that's not the Four Kings that we know, is it? No, definitely not. Not the Four Kings that we know, ladies and gentlemen. But hey, they're coming back. We've seen them come back before. Will they come back again? I'm not going to say, because the last time I said they didn't win a tournament or they weren't going to win, and I banned an item to see if they wouldn't win, they won. So I'm not going to say that they're not going to win. There's always a possibility when Four Kings is in the lobby, bruh. Always a possibility. Either way, going down, you can see where everyone else actually ended up. Poison Ivy had a great game that time around. Rebar's team finished in 6th. Hell yeah, Rebar, that's my boy. That's my boy, Rebar. Unfortunately, Team 7 dying in 7th. Only 1 kill. Ken's team, along with a Bull Boss. I don't know where a Bull Boss went right there. I feel like he may have disconnected. Something must have happened. Not too sure what happened there with my brother, a Bull Boss, but he didn't enter the lobby. I think he disconnected before the game even started. Much love to him, though. Thank you, everyone who is following. Make sure to follow every player that is participating in the competition. You know they're all streaming. And the watch parties, of course, that I've called out twice already. Go and follow everyone, man. Share the love. You don't just need to follow me. I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. I love everyone that follows me. Like Rodrigo, Bossing, Malay, JD, all those followers. I appreciate it, and the subscribers. But make sure to go and check out the other streamers, other creators, other watch parties. All right, going down the remaining portion of the list, you can see GNR in there with 10 kills. No placement points. Goats died really early, man. I was kind of expecting Latam to take down the Four Kings today, but I really feel like it could be Zenith. Zenith could take them down off of their win streak right now, and I guess if there was a team to do it, it probably would be them. We can see 2JZ dying early this time around. The boys from India, unfortunately, not able to dominate like they did in the qualifiers. Shout out to Chucky again from Nigeria. He's really held his own inside of this final. 6 eliminations, dying out early with his team. Holy Father, Marab, and Winter all getting kills inside of the M7 roster. Team number 3 finishing 19th. We also got another 4K team down here. Oh dear, 4K Joker, man. Not looking too good for the broskies here. Finishing 21st. NSG! After a phenomenal game 1, they've gotten 1 point in the last 2 games. They got 24 points in the first game, 0 in the second, and 1 in the third. The fall off is real, and they need to learn from their mistakes. You can see everyone else. Viper died early as well, so they're not going to be going up that leaderboard either. We've seen a couple of people call them out for getting stream sniped. We're reviewing the footage. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt that Poison Ivy would go out of their way to try and target Viper. There's just not a chance. They were 3rd place on the leaderboards. There's just no way. Either way, chat, we're going to get ready to get into game number 4. A Bull Boss from the Middle East has made his return. If you're a fan of a Bull Boss, make sure to spam your flag in the chat. And to be honest, you can spam any flag that you want that represents the country of the team that you want to support. Remember, we've got players from all over the place here, whether they're from Latin America, North America, Europe, Middle East, Asia, Oceania, players from all over the place. So you're more than welcome to spam the flag of the team or just say the name of the team that you would like to support. It will pop up on the screen, believe it or not, on YouTube as well. I'm seeing a lot of Filipino flags popping up on the on the screen. I'm curious, anyone that's watching on YouTube right now, what do you guys think about the chat on the screen? Right below my face, there is a chat. What do you guys think about this? I love it, personally. I'm curious if you guys like it. I probably shouldn't have told people to spam the flag as I was bringing this up to you guys, but let me know, yes or no on the chat. I think it's amazing. Yes or no on having chat on the screen on YouTube, chat. Yes or no. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we have 100 players. The scoring is also updated on your screen already because our administration team is just that quick. Zenith Eternity sitting here at number 1. Goats are number 2 with 59. Viper Esports number 3 with 47. Four Kings finally into the top 5 with 43. And 4K Overload. Oh my god. Two 4K teams in the top 5? 2? Anyway, 42 points for 4K Overload. Right below them, we got Poison Ivy. Then ENL are up here. 4 letters, which is the Middle Eastern Bull Balls and ICANN team, are at 8th place. GNR Legacy coming in there at 9th. And NSG have fallen from 2nd place to 10th in 2 games. An unfortunate performance for them today. Not able to stay consistent. Don't worry, Flicks. We still love you nonetheless. Watch this. Let's get into it. If you don't watch Flicks, you won't get that reference, but shout out to him, man. Is there any African players? Yeah, there's a ton of African players in all of our finals and all of our qualifiers. Believe it or not, I think there's like freaking 7 or 8 different African players in these finals today. 3 of them are actually on the same team, which is going to be team number 15. If we go down to them, you can see Chucky, Felon, and Chapo, all from Nigeria. Their 4th player is actually from France inside of today's finals. You can also see Melo's in there from Nigeria. I think Barata is Barata. Don't know if he's not the Nigerian player or if he's from Venezuela. I'll need to get an update on that. But yeah, we got players from all over the world here. As soon as the admin team is ready to start, keep in mind they're reviewing the footage on whether or not that team got stream sniped. I don't think they did. I'll be honest with you. I don't think VPR got stream sniped there. I know a lot of people like to spam that if a team randomly comes across a player outside a zone, but it's just an unfortunate circumstance to be in, and they just happened to die really early because of it. Of course, with those updated scoreboards, you can see Viper still top 3, man. They were 3rd going into that game, and they're still remaining 3rd after that game. The only difference is 4 Kings have closed the gap. And now, whoever does better in this game 4 will be the 3rd place team. Let's go Zenith. A lot of Zenith support inside of the chat right now. A lot of Four Kings main support inside of the chat as well. Since everyone has stopped spamming their flags, YouTube chat, please tell me, what do you think? What do you think about the chat being on the screen? Does it add any atmosphere to it? I know YouTube chat's kind of slow compared to TikTok. TikTok chat, you guys are absolutely spam central over there. But YouTube chat, let me know. What do you think about having the chat right here down below me? I love it. I think it's great. It's actually one of my favorite things that we've added recently inside of our just normal streams and now in the finals, because you get to see what's happening in every single stream. We might add it onto YouTube or onto TikTok as well, but I just wanted to test it on YouTube first because YouTube is a slower chat, so it gives you guys something to look at other than the gameplay. All right, everyone said that they like it, so good job. We'll keep it up there. We'll add it to TikTok as well, probably sometime soon. I'm glad you guys like it. All right. As you can see, the plane is coming in for game number 4, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 4. Remember, it's a best of 7. Oh, actually, not a best of 7. It's a 7-game series. 7-game series. As the first teams have jumped out of the plane, the flight path going the whole way down to downtown. Looks like Holy Father's team may land beside somebody else. We'll have to wait and see. Oh my gosh, Darko. Oh, India, man. They're really struggling here. I hope they come back and try and qualify in the next tournament, brother. But my god, they have been struggling so hard today. The entire team of GOAT is chasing them down. It's a real shame that the number 2 team inside of the competition are targeting them. You know, not intentionally targeting them. They're just landing beside them every game, and it's really showing to be very hard for them to kind of fend them off, as Adam's going to be knocked as well, and now they're in arguably a terrible situation. They might die early this game as well, and that'll be a tough spot for India as just an entire region to be in. They're good at other mobile battle royale games, but unfortunately COD Mobile, India just hasn't cracked the code yet. All right, going down to the other teams. I want to check out where the Four Kings Overload team actually lands. Ah, I did not know this. They're landing down by Ecology Lab. Congratulations again to them for being able to win game number 3. It's only the 2nd time they've ever won a game inside of our tournament, so great job to them. IMZone's definitely a good addition to the team. They've got Eduardo, Remy, Tokyo, and IMZone. I still remember the days when Remy was picked up for the first time and everyone was so excited to see him join the team on TikTok. Either way, we need to check out the number 1 roster inside of the competition so far. They're still landing over by Dormitory. We're used to seeing them land there, and it looks like GNR might actually try and hold them here. Keep in mind, if a team holds you like this, it's not because they're stream sniping. They just know where you land. Everyone knows that a team lands in Dormitory, and there's only 2 teams that land here. It's going to be a Bullballs and Ken's team, or it's going to be Zenith Eternity. And it looks like GNR want to stop them from winning this tournament, possibly, if they hold them here. Nope, they're not going to hold them. They're actually going to rotate past them for now. I thought maybe there was potential of a little bit of griefing going on. As per usual, we are seeing the Four Kings team land over by Ski Town. There's nobody around them, I don't think, just yet. The closest team will be NSG. And that will be the team that they fight first. Jeff, closest to them. He'll be the one to see them first. Whether or not the fight goes down is a completely different question. NSG going towards the buy zone, trying to get something like a loadout drop to use as we get through the early game. Oh, Flicks, I've just spotted him. He's up here. Yeah, they know the rotation. See, this is what I'm talking about. The more you get into the finals, the more you understand where people rotate. And NSG know Four Kings are going to come this way because they always rotate down through Outpost. Once you understand the rotations of certain teams that land beside you, you can cut them off and potentially wipe them. Whether or not the wipe will come through is up for debate, as it looks like Guz going for the right side on his POV. We're going to hop on board with him. He's taking that. Spotter going down. Great play from Gus so far. Able to get himself back up to full health, I would assume. Another teammate coming over onto the side. Tom's able to take him down. Fantastic pinch play. And now they're relatively split here, as we're going to hop onto Narovis' POV. He spotted a player right below him. Shots go down, able to land one. Doesn't get the second. One pump, not in his favor. Shots going down onto Zar right now as well. Still not able to land. It looks like number one's able to take down Tom. And now 4Kings main are in a very tough situation. Go getting out of the action here. Might try and kill this player as well. Not gonna do it. Gonna go for the tag instead. Nice snowboard movement to keep himself alive. Obviously a little bit of protection play coming through from Jeff. And these guys are still in the game. But my god, they take some casualties right there. Like I said before, NSG knows the rotation of 4Kings main. Goes holding a closer angle. Flix is gonna spot him here. This is a bad spot for him to be in. Spotter goes down, able to land it right in front of the team. Still staying alive. Movement being used to his advantage. That spotter holds him off for a little bit longer. He's going to snowboard away. Let's see what Jeff does. He's going to snowboard as well. So it looks like they're going to retreat out of this position. Possibly take an angle. Yep, they're going to take a new angle. Bang. Shot goes down onto Zar. Nice knock from Jeff here. This could be a push. As they've already got the other players back in the revive flight, it's going to be a 2v2 situation. Oh my god. The movement of 4Kings really showing just how good of a team and players they are. Unfortunately, the flashbang does come through. They're allowed to use the pistol here. Pistol's going to come down. Not able to land enough shots here. Flix is going to go and fall, and that's looking like it's going to be all she wrote here, ladies and gentlemen, as 4Kings get back into the action. And finally, full wipe. NSG. Yet again, NSG falling at the start of the game, looking really bad after game number 1. 24 points in one game, and it looks like they're going to get about 5 points over the next 3 games. Keep in mind, this is match number 4. 4Kings come through right there. Full team wipe for them. 5 eliminations total. Fantastic play from 4K. Able to use the snowboard to get around, position themselves correctly, get a knock, then infiltrate the team again while their teammates were landing through the revive flight. Obviously, the revive flight teammates can use the pistol, and that's what you just seen from Tom. Tom makes the player weak, and then the remaining teammates finish them off with a little one pump. Going now on over to our number 1 team in the competition. These guys have 0 eliminations going into the mid game in just 3 minutes from now. This is still early days. As soon as we reach 10 minutes, we are in the middle of the match. What are these guys doing? Why are they doing this? They're just they're trying to calculate who should buy stuff from the buy station, bro. Like, give me your money, bro. No, you give me the money. No, let me have the money. All right, buddy. Not everyone can be rich, all right? Not everyone can be rich. There's the fire sale. They're opting not to go for that buy station, it seems, because there's a team looking right at it. I think they're trying to go for a different buy station now, but they're not even close to one, so they're going to miss the fire sale. Still getting 0 loadouts. That's not going to be too good for them. Huh? Oh my god, I didn't even know this spot existed. Oh my god! That's the first time I've ever seen anyone use this spot. Wow, okay. I've never been up there before. Wow. The more you learn, ladies and gentlemen. What a nice spot from Rosskid to give us all. Wow, I've never seen anyone sit up there, and I've never went up there myself. God damn. Game 4 of 7. Let me know if you've actually seen that spot before, chat. Don't lie. Don't lie. If you haven't seen that spot, say no. If you have seen it, say yes. I've personally never seen it. Looks like Leap are going to go over the side of Zenith Eternity. They're going to land on them. Oh my god, this is a huge fight. If Leap wiped them right here, it would be absolutely insane, but I don't believe in them. I think that Zenith are going to take them down, and it's going to be easy for them. The current number 1 team in the competition. Shooting people outside of their chopper here. No shots landing just yet. Necro spotted one player right below them. It's going to be Slash. Necro able to land a crack shot onto him. Slayer able to take him down. 3v4 situation on our hands here. The squad wipe's going to come through. I really think Zenith Eternity are going to make light work of this team, and that's exactly what's going to happen here. As Leap get absolutely dominated on the main stage, leaving one player known as Stiller last alive. For now, however, we're going to check out where my favorite Indian boys are. If they're all dead. Sorry, India. I really want you guys to do well. I do. I support you more than anyone, but it's not going to be today. I don't think you guys are going to do that well today, ladies and gentlemen. It is what it is. Vipers still have all 4 of their remaining players alive, so they're looking good inside of this game. Remember, they had a very bad game number 3, but this is number 4. They're looking a little bit better. 4 eliminations. There's still 20 teams alive, and we're about 15 seconds away from the mid game here. Next zone has been shown, and it's going to be around launch base, along with that big hill cliff area, being the two best power positions to hold inside of the current zone. Whether or not anyone will take them is up for debate, but we've just seen the Nigerian team down below them. Seems like Wagner's in a little bit of a fight here against a different opposing roster. It's going to be ENL. Wagner trying to rotate away. Nice wingsuit usage there. Look at that. Oh, it doesn't get across the wall. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Somebody check his device.
Safe zone is collapsing.
His teammates landed on top of it, though. He does have a pistol. No, wow, he actually got the loot. Gets a shotgun. Custom KRM. Beautiful. Could actually land some shots here. I would make the argument that launch base is a great place to stay if you are trying to make it into the end game. So this is not looking too bad. Unfortunately, he does get naded by, I believe that's ENL Simple right below him. He just gets knocked from the side. Could steal that kill. Not going to go for it. It looks like everyone's targeting the top of launch base right now because they know that people are going to be up there. Which, to be honest, I suppose makes sense. Kind of sad. I would have loved to have seen a lot of people up here. Ben's trying to get out of here. Doesn't make it. Gets knocked instantly. And now we're looking on board of GNR as they're getting pushed up to the side here. It's going to be a ball boss. Looking on the side of Lucky. Angle possibly able to be taken here. Nope, not a chance. As the entire team of his has been eliminated. And the Middle Easterners making it look like light work against the Filipino GNR team. Opting to rotate around the entire place. Doesn't have any of his revive flight cards, but there is another team in there coming from above. It could help him out here. Get those cards. He does have Ninja as well. Using the snowboard to get into the action. Just wants to get his teammates' tags back. We'll have to see if he's able to do it. Able to get 1, 2, 3. All tags retrieved. Now GNR in this rescue mission just needs to stay alive. I would opt to go into launch base here, which is exactly what he's going to do. And we're going to hop on over to Four Kings main, as they've just taken down Felony across the zone. Looks like they're not going to take any more of a fight here unless Tom can spot one. He does spot them. This is going to be Nigeria versus the Philippines. The biggest team in Nigeria versus the biggest team in the Philippines as well.
The vehicle is about to explode.
God, his vehicle's that weak? Also has the snowboard to be able to use here as well. Felony finally going down. Looks like they're making it into the zone. So for now, we'll check out Four Kings Overload. Remember, Four Kings Overload have had a great day today. Looking like they're probably going to have not much of a great day after this. Oh dear, yeah, Tokyo's dead. There's no way he gets out of this. Remy comes back through the revive flight, but I really just want him to stay alive. You do not need to make any hero play. BPR are down there as well. This is going to be a good chance for him to get the tags. I wouldn't go for that third party. I would just get the tag for now. ZRG, oh my god, forget it. You know what, Remy, don't listen to me. Just get the third party kills. Why don't you? Just absolutely dome everyone. Oh. That's not going to be the last we see of Remy. Let's hop onto I'm Zone. They were able to get back their teammates' tags right there as well. Four Kings Overload, man. Really doing a lot better than what we're used to seeing from them. Kill doesn't get stolen, thankfully. Remy takes it. ZRG, an interesting choice for his custom gun. I personally wouldn't go for the ZRG, but here's Remy putting in some work with it. Does a lot of damage, I will say that. I think he may have an anti-vehicle mag on it. Not too sure. Is that an anti-vehicle mag? I can't tell. I don't think he actually does have an anti-vehicle mag. Let me know, chat. Is any of those attachments the anti-vehicle mag? Not sure. Let me know. I don't think he has it on. So he's just doing it out of pure one shot, one kill potential. Does get flashbanged across the map. Don't know if it's a flash or a concussion, but all four of them are back in the action. 2 eliminations on the board right now. They did third party exactly how we wanted them to. Not able to land that other shot. Remy getting third partied as well. Oh, a little bit of lag there from the spectator client. I'm Zone's going to get shot from the side. The third party is in, and 4K Overload need to get out of this situation entirely. Looking like they're going to survive for now, so fair play to them. I'm glad that they're still in the action here, especially considering they're in the top 5. For now, however, we need to go out and check the #1 team, as they're not too far away from 4 Kings Overload. 3 eliminations on the board so far. We are into the mid game right now, and we're about to get into the late game. As per usual, Zenith Eternity don't get many kills early on, and they prefer to pick a good spot early in the zone and then let the kills come. 3 eliminations, not that much. We'll hop on board with them later as it looks like 4 Kings. Oh my god. 16 eliminations. I did say there was potential for 4 Kings to come back in this tournament, but I didn't think they'd come back this fast. If they are winning this game, they will go right up beside Zenith Eternity in number 1 and number 2 spot. Spotter's going to be used here against GNR. GNR, a team that we watched earlier, able to get back their entire team through a revive flight. I don't think they have that good of a loot. So it looks like if 4 Kings do push them, they'll be able to get a bunch of free eliminations for it, because some of them might actually still have pistols. Shots going down onto ENL. That's the wrong team to fight against. ENL have been alive for a long time, but it looks like they're getting third-partied from the side. I don't see the player on top of that. I'm going to assume that that's Poison Ivy. Is it Poison Ivy? The top on board with them. No, Poison Ivy are on the opposite side. So who's down there? It's Leap. There's 6 different teams over by the Military Research Institute. Poison Ivy is one of them. I still want to watch from the POV of 4 Kings main, since they do have 16 eliminations. They spotted a team right down below them, and now Zenith Eternity pushing up beside them. This is a big wipe. If they can take Zenith Eternity down here, they are going to be right up the leaderboard, as Zenith do not have that many kills going in to the late game here. We're about to reach the 16th minute. Shot goes down, not able to land it. Everyone from 4 Kings main is focused on Zenith Eternity for now, except for Tom Pips. He's looking over onto the left-hand side, and it looks like a teammate has actually joined him here. Yembo comes back through the revive flight, but he's not able to land any of the shots for now, and Jeff also focusing down the left-hand side. If they had focused on that right-hand side, they might have been able to take down the number 1 team, but for now, they're not able to do so. And Zenith Eternity could rock up right behind them here. But it looks like they're focusing on Chucha Prime. This is a team that they're shooting down on from the qualifiers. Remember, I allow everyone from every single region or country to try and qualify into the finals of these tournaments. We don't have any prejudice towards anyone. And Chucha Prime are one of those teams that actually got through the qualifiers. Not able to land that shot. Slayer needs to be more accurate here. Misses 2, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't tag, and it looks like he's missed 100% of the shots that he did tag. But Fund able to pick off 1. Not sure who that was that he took down there, but it looks like Goats have been eliminated from the competition, so update on them. They came into this match in 2nd place, and they are already gone in 16th. Shots going down onto 4 Kings main. We're going to hop onto their POV. Fingers crossed they're able to do something big here. If you're a Filipino, I know you want them to win this game. I think it would be quite silly if Zenith Eternity pushed that team, so I don't think they will push the 4 Kings main, and I think 4 Kings main are going to rotate down the left-hand side of this cliff, so I think they might not fight each other, even though they were in front of each other just moments ago and for the last 5 or so minutes. 4 Kings main have slowed down in terms of their total kill count. They've been on 16 for quite a while here, and none of them are able to land any shots on the teams below them, so this has been a hard-fought mid-game, but really they're not doing anything. I think it would be better if they all used the DLQ on Bigger Mag. Void still not getting any shots onto him. Jeff being extremely inaccurate here, and looks like Zenith Eternity has the best spot in the next zone. They could get third party here from behind, though. If 4 Kings main are able to even knock one of them, it'll be a detrimental effect on the side of the number 1 team. Looks like 2 of the players are trying to shoot them from behind here. It's going to be Guh along with Jeff. Guh, able to land a cluster bomb. I think that was a spotter, actually, onto one of them. Fund may go down here. We'll have to see if they get him revived. Yes, he's back into the action. Revive comes through instantly, but again, a spotter is used. He goes down permanently this time around. And now in a 4v3 situation, this could be it for the 4 Kings. They need to collapse in on this team. They know that they're the number 1 roster. Shots going down onto Necro. Nice snipe there. Oh, never mind. It was a shot. He looked like a sniper. By 15 in the hands of Guh, able to take down another. Low takes also falls. The collapse of Zenith Eternity is through, and now 4 Kings. It's all in the line. That's all they need to do is place high in this game, and they're going to close the gap between them and the number 1 team. Slayer, last remaining player on the roster, still alive somewhere, but we're not sure. Oh my god. Where exactly he is. Look at this spot. Oh my god. This is a nice spot, but Slayer looking bad. He's going to go down, and they finish in 11th. 3 kills in 11th place position. That's going to put them up to 73 total points. Let's hop on board with the team that I think can make the best comeback of any tournament we've seen in recent years. 18 eliminations. What the fuck is Neroza doing? Neroza's pushing a team by himself. Never mind, Tom Pips is in there as well. Now, instead of fighting Zenith Eternity, they're going to fight the best team from the Middle East as well as a 2-stack. Jeff, unfortunately, getting shot from behind here. He's going to get pumped. 3 players left remaining for Kings main. Nades coming through from across the map. Not sure what team that is over there. Let's get the comms on. It's going to be a team that came through the qualifiers. 4 Kings main holding this well. It looks like there's no teams around them, so they'll have a good chance of actually getting high in this placement. Shots going down, bang. Not able to get the full kill onto that. They might win this game here. Tom Pips trying to land a couple more shots. Gets retaliatory push from behind. Somebody needs to pick up Narosa here. I don't think he has a medic carrier. He doesn't. So now Tom going to be able to revive him here. Giving them some sort of support. That's not going to be good. Knocks come through. Terrible position for them to be in. They're going to die, unfortunately, in 6th place position. Unless Go can do something. No, he can't. Last time I seen their kill count, they were on 19 eliminations total. Shots go through here, and it's all going to come in the way of the Middle Eastern team. A Ball Boz, QTR Arc, and Dr. Stop with 17 eliminations and a first place victory. They are going to get a ton of points based off of that gameplay. There's going to be a shift in the leaderboards, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think the shift is going to be in placement, but what it's going to be is in the point differential between the top 3 teams. As with Zenith Eternity dying 11th place with 3 kill points, I think Goats are going to close the gap. I think even Viper will close the gap to some degree. But most importantly, 4 Kings are going to dramatically close the gap between the number 1 team and themselves. They had a terrible start to today's tournament. We've seen them do it before, and now we're seeing them do it again. 20 eliminations they finish on with the 5th place. As I open up the rules here really quick, check what 5th place is for points. 4 points, 24 points for that game. That's going to bring them up to 67 points. They are within 6 points of the number 1 team, as Zenith Eternity only go up to 73. Looking down on board to see where Goats actually finished off, they died very early on as well. They were able to get 7 kills total, which will bring their total points up to, I believe... Actually, no. Yeah. No, I am right. I am right in the total points. Hold on a second. I am right. That's going to bring them up to 60. Let me just check. Is it going to be 68, I believe? 7? No, it's going to... Oh, okay. Never mind. Bad maths. I was just checking the chats from the admin team, but they only got 7 points for that game because they didn't get any points for placement, and that's only going to bring them up to, what, 66? So it looks like 4 Kings have overtaken number 2 and are right behind number 1. We need to still check out where Viper finished that game. I didn't see them inside of it much, but they finished 4th place. 4th place with 12 kills. That's going to give them 17 points, which will bring them up to grand total score 64. So we've got 73. We've got 67. We've got 66. And we've got 64. The top 4 teams are all within 9 points of each other. And we're going into game 5. This has turned into be an incredibly close tournament. Not too sure where 4 Kings Overload ended up in that game, so we'll have to check them out as well. I think they may have died a little bit earlier than we had hoped, but they got a good amount of kills. Not bad. Not a terrible amount of kills. They were able to get 7 total. That will bring them up to 49 points, but I think they're out of the running for finishing 1st place. However, 4 Kings main, definitely, with only, what, 6 points between them and number 1. They could still make the comeback of the tournament, as they were, playing pretty bad at the start. Poison Ivy, on the other hand, I can see them finishing in 9th place after that game. They did only get 7 kills as well, 1 point or 2 points for placement. I'm going to check really quick. They're able to get 2 points for the placement. That'll give them 11 total points, and they're going to end up on... Yeah, not a bad, respectable score. Like, 42 is okay, but the 4 Kings Overload had that last game. So, they're not catching up to anyone anytime soon. I will tell you who is catching up to people now, though. 4 letters. That's a Bull Balls and Ican's team. Let's check out their total score. 17 kills and a 1st place finish is going to get them 32 points off of 1 game, which brings them up to 60. 73, 67, 66, 64, and 60. Top 5 teams within 13 points of each other. That's 1 game. 1 bad game from Zenith Eternity, and they'll fall from 1st to 5th. 1 good game from a team like 4 letters, and they'll come from 4th or 5th to 1st. So it is very, very close, ladies and gentlemen, as we're getting ready to go into game number 5. Yes, just getting the scoreboards updated for you guys as follows. We did just go through them all, and like I said, extremely quick. They're going to be updated on your screen in just a moment, but it looks for now that the scores that I did call out were correct for the top 5, and 5th place is on 60. 1st place is on 74, not 73, 74. So there's going to be a 7-point difference from them and Four Kings, 1 point difference from Four Kings and Goats. Viper, there's going to be 2-point difference, and then Four Letters is 4 points behind. Not only that, ENL is actually on 56. So we've got 3 Latin American teams, a Middle Eastern team, a European team, and an Asian team, all in the top 6. Unbelievable. It's so close. We actually have never seen a finals this close before between 6 different teams. I would make the argument that because ENL are only 18 points behind, that they even have a chance to win it, especially since we're still 3 more games until the finish. That was game 6 we just watched. We're going to go into game 6, sorry. No, that was not game 6. That was game... I'm an idiot. That was game 4 we just watched. Hey, Chad, don't roast me too hard, okay? Don't roast me too hard. We're going to get into game 5, though. And then it will be game 6 and game 7. So we got 3 left. Top 6 teams are right beside each other. 4K Overload a little bit further behind. But to be honest, 4K Overload are having probably one of their best tournament performances in the last 2 years, considering they are top 7 currently. I'm going to take a little bit of a breather right here, chat, as we get the scoreboard updated on your screen in just a moment, my Pookie Bears. Oh, there it is, chat. Jesus, look at the scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. Damn. Damn. There is barely any points between the top dogs and the players below them. Barely any points at all. We've gotten in. Game number 5 is underway, ladies and gentlemen, for the $10,000 August BRL Shotguns and Snipers Only Finals. A little bit of an update here for MVP charts. Going into that game after game number 3, Lowtex was number 1. That's my main man. Lowtex number 1. 30 MVP points. Magic has 27. Slayer has 26. Necro has 26. Rosskid 25. Fun 24. Chamo 24. Pavas 23. Kusk 21. And I'm Zone 19. I'm Zone in the top 10 MVPs for a while. Also, didn't mention him before, but 4K Synth is also watch partying. So if you want to go and check him out, be sure to do so. Along with all of the other watch party people like Senorite Brie, Obscure from Africa, Insanity from India, COD Ninja from North America, COD Shah Rock from Middle East, and Crush from the Philippines. Ooh, make sure to go follow them as well if you haven't already done. Man, can we get a quick recount on Zenith Eternity's score? When I added it up, it was 73, but when you guys added it up, it was 74. And I believe they only got 3 kills last game. I don't know if they got 4 kills, but let me know. I believe they should only be on 73 points, and I think the chat actually agrees with me on that as well. I really do believe that they should be on 73. All right, let's check Four Kings main as they're landing in here towards the platform. It'll be interesting to see if they go to the platform or not. They are. They're going to land on it. Oh my god. Risky move, but it looks like they got it to themselves. Yep, Zenith Eternity has left it. NSG still landing beside the main man of Four Kings. And then we got Zenith Eternity over by Dormitory for now. We're going to get a quick recount on the scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen, and then we'll get it updated. They got 10th place, chat. Update on them. We thought that they finished 11th. Apparently, they finished in 10th, which is why they got the extra point for placement. It is 74. Good job, administration team. Both me and the chat were wrong. They did get 74 points, not 73. I thought they finished 11th as well, but they finished 10th. And now, they're still in the lead, but the gap has closed significantly after that terrible Game 4. Into Game 5, however, we'll have to check what's going on with Holy Father. They're still landing over by Estate. Did anyone come to them this time? Looks like it's going to be Chucha over there. Not going to take that fight, and you know what we're going to take? The POV of GNR, as they're already in a fight straight at the start of this game. A fight against a good qualification team known as M7. They always do well in the qualifiers, and they never do well inside of the finals. 2 players unfortunately getting knocked here as well. For GNR, shot goes down, able to knock 1. Can he get the second here? Travis in a bad spot now. He's trying to dodge the shots, able to land 1, dies anyway. Looky, last remaining player on the side of GNR, and they are eliminated. GNR, our 10th place team, are out of game number 5, and dare I say, they may not even get any money for this tournament participation, as they died too early in game number 5. These final remaining games are really where Legacies are made. This is where you either hold your position or fight hard to get into a higher position. As it looks like Holy Father's fighting hard to take down Takeoff from Chucha. Oh my god, rewind from behind, brother. Come on, Holy Father. Oh my god. He didn't need to do him like that, but he did it. Oh, Holy Father. And another coming his way? Oh my god, Holy Father. Whoa, ho, 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 ho. Wait, hold up. 1v4? If I was Holy Father, I would be screaming, don't take my kill! Don't take my kill! Don't take my kill! Please, Holy Father, get the 1v4, clutch it, close it out. Please, we're all rooting for you, bro. We're all rooting for you. Please, for the love of God, get the freaking kill, bro. He's trying to close the gap here, but he only has 2 shotguns, brother. It's not looking too good. Holy Father, right behind the last remaining player on the team. No, he drops a freaking toxic overload. That's so annoying. Holy Father, please, for the love of God, Zalata, don't steal his kill, bro. We do not care if you get a kill, bro. We want to see a 1v4 from the main man, Holy Padre. Is he still trying to close the gap? They can't get him! They don't have a sniper! They both don't have a sniper, bro. Oh my god. No! He's gonna run into another team! No! There's a motorbike! Oh, Holy Father! No. No, bro. I'm actually so sad. That could have been a 1v4. Would have been amazing, but it is what it is. Hopping on board to Zenith, they're making their way into the next zone. Still in the early games. First zone's collapsing in on it. It looks like they've potentially found a team right here. I was really hoping the Holy Father could close that up right there, but I mean, the last player just ran away and Holy did not have a sniper to take him down. Hopping on board to a different region now, however. Chucky. Still making a name for himself today. Caster Curse. Let's check out Felon. He made a name for himself in the last tournament, as he did some great pushing and close range fighting with the shotgun just last month for BRL July. He only has a pistol right now and he's getting targeted from the side. Oh, that was a bad play, Felon. Oh no. He should have just stayed on the zip line here. It's going to be tough to see if he's able to go anywhere, actually. Rezog's providing him some sort of support here. He's able to take down one player from Poison Ivy. Chapo's in here as well. He only, unfortunately, has a sniper, along with Rezog's finally getting knocked. Chapo going to go down here. Felon also going to get eliminated, and that is going to be the Nigerian team number 15 out. Didn't get that many kills this time around. Looks like Poison Ivy are in here trying to make a mess of things in Sanitarium. Dre goes down. Void and Secret, last remaining players on the team. We'll hop on with Secret. He's going to get knocked, and now it's all down to Void from the Philippines. Try and make a stand here against a very good, what I can only assume is a Latin American roster that has Bayeks on it. Any player coming back through the revive flight? Looks like it's only going to be Dre for now. Void just trying to stay alive for a little bit longer to get his teammate back into the action. He's getting targeted from behind. Dre comes back. He could take this fight now. He does have what I can only assume is a KRM with a skin on it. Bang. Shot lands. Doesn't get the full kill, unfortunately. And there he falls. Tough spot for him to be in. But let's check out the Padre. Let's not check out the Padre. The Padre has died, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure who killed him there, but he is gone. Unlucky, bro. 4K Winter, he's got a pistol and a buy 15. Not sure what he's going to do here, but brother, it's not looking too good for the main man. Marab comes back through the revive flight, which is good to see, but jeepers creepers. Need to do a little bit more. Curious as to where 4K Overload are at, but we'll check them in just a moment, because I want to go on and see what the goats are up to. The Latam goats, I should say. This zone's about to close in on itself, and then we'll see where everyone's going to rotate after it. 4 Kings Overload still have their entire team up and at them. They're looking good. They are also in the middle of this current zone. They didn't keep their helicopter. I can't believe they threw that away. ZRG from I'm Zone. Interesting. Is that a mag attachment? What mag attachment does he have on that? That's the one that does more damage, right? Has to be. Has to be, bro. He's got the R9 as well there. Fast ADS. Long range. Oh my god, he spotted a whole team in the helicopter. They're going to land over by Sakura. Don't know who that is. If I had to guess, it would be Goats. And it is Goats. As expected, landing on a team playing hyper-aggressive here. Not too sure who they're against. Oh, I think this is a qualifying roster. They're able to get a couple of knocks in there, but they're getting third party from behind. And it's going to be the Middle Eastern team known as 4 letters. That's the Bull Balls and I Can making a statement. From the side. Ross Kid's still alive here, trying to provide some cover fire for the remaining players on the team known as Only Magic. He rotates out, and now all 3 of the remaining GOAT players have disengaged for now. That was a good fight. I feel like they should have kept that fight up, but unfortunately, a Bull Balls and Dr. Stop able to land a couple of snipes across the map and take a player out. They did get him back through the revive flight. I'm curious if a Bull Balls and the boys will actually come out here. They are. They're going for the third party push. They're going full throttle. Pun not intended because they were using a car. Third party from behind, though, is there. It's going to be ImZone. We'll hop on board and check his POV. ImZone, basically the best Battle Royale player for the 4 Kings Overload roster. You will have seen many months ago he actually qualified for 4 Kings through a rigorous and tough 4 Kings qualifier, where he was able to win at the very end. I still feel bad for the guy that finished number 2. It's crazy, right? Nobody ever remembers the number 2. That's why I always go for number 1. We all remember the number 1, though, don't we? It was ImZone. A lot of people want me to check out 4 Kings Joker. Guys. Okay, they stopped. I was about to say, is there a reason you're spamming the horn on a hoverbike? Because please let me know. Tokyo is fighting him! Tokyo! Tokyo! No! Oh my god, no fall damage. Thank god for that. That was awful to see. I did not want to see Tokyo die there. Does he have a self-revive? I don't think he does. Oh, he does. Nice. Let's go. Tokyo stays alive. These guys are going to try and fight right now. Oh, 4K Overload versus 4K Joker, brah. Shots coming down from ImZone. Not able to land one right there, though. Tokyo stays alive for now. Remy's in there as well. Didn't see what happened to Ranzu, but I know he died. GG's. Renzu Pookie. Oh, dear. Oh, this is not good. Big fight's going to happen here in just a moment between the Middle East and 4 Kings. Hopping on over to this POV here. I Can is who we're watching first. He's got double loadouts being used. Spotters himself, interestingly enough. And it looks like there's only 1 player left on 4 Kings Joker. It's going to be Fright. Has anyone seen that person that looks like him? He looks like, almost identical to him. Like, Fright looks identical to that, like, Filipino person that was on the TV chat. You know what I'm talking about? Either way, shots are going to go down here. It's going to be Leap in the fray. Bad fight for Leap to Tech. Oh my god. What's going on with Remy right now? I've just seen him pick up a triple kill. We're going to have to board up with him. Oh my gosh. Wait, did he get a kill because he has the anti-vehicle mag? Oh my god. There's no way he's rocking anti-vehicle mag on this. What is he rocking? Is he? Because he blew up something. He blew up something. I swear to god he did, and it killed 2 people. Didn't get to see it, but he does have 4 eliminations, and 4K Overload somehow are still performing really well in this tournament. I don't know how they're doing this. This is the best we've ever seen these guys play, and my god. Can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm kind of proud of them. Kind of proud of these guys, brother. I see. Fright has a hidden job. I understand it now. I understand Fright's hidden job. I think he has anti-vehicle mag on this. I really do. I think... Oh my god, they are using anti-vehicle mag! They have to be! Please confirm the kills. Please confirm the kills, guys. You can't be letting other people... Fuck, they didn't confirm the kills. How many people were in that? How many people were in that, bro? No way! They are rocking double anti-vehicle mags. Because they're blowing things up instantly. That's crazy. How much bullets, or how much damage does that do per shot? Is it 40%? Giving you a little quick update on the MVP list so far, chat. Lotex is number 1 with Pavas, Kust, Slayer, Coolio, Necro, Magic, Chamo, G, and Fund. Top 10 MVPs. 50 a shot. Damn, man. 2 people in the thing. Whatever, ImZone. I'm sure somebody will clip that and post it so that we can all see your glorious snipe across the map, Pookie Bear. All 4 of these players are still alive for now, so they're looking good. 4 Kings Main, on the other hand, don't have many kills this time around. Alongside the number 1 team, Slayer, and the boys of Zenith Eternity do have a lot of kills. They have 10 elims. Let's see where they are in the zone right now. They're outside of the next zone, so they're going to have to rotate. They do have this car, however, if I'm zone and his teammates spot them, that car could get double hit and exploded, which would basically end the team instantly. Whether or not that actually happens is yet to be seen. Holy Father's still alive as well. We've seen him get a little 1v3 earlier too. That's the same team that he got the 1v3 on passing by. They're holding the low ground here instead of the high ground. Not sure about this play, but it's working for them for now. And seems like the 4K Overload team, Holy Father's ex-teammates, are above him on the hill, trying to find some more picks. Going back onto their POV. Remember, they're still using the ZRG. Opting for a different strategy. It's been interesting to see today, man. A lot of different strategies have been coming through here. A lot of different snipers have been used. Oh, MJ's pushing up. This is arguably the best player in Leap. Trying to make a little bit of a push for it. 4 Kings Overload holding, but not for long as they're getting third-partied from the side. Shots go down. They're able to take down Remy fully here. Does he get back in the revive flight? I don't know. Tokyo's getting third-partied as well by his own team. It's going to be Holy Father shooting at him too. 4 Kings Overloading a terrible spot. Oh my god, Tokyo, I don't even understand how you're still alive at this point. Viper shooting you from across the map, and Jesus Christ, there's just so many people shooting at Tokyo. He's definitely being the bait for the other opposing teams. Oh god, at this point, just take the low ground. You're just going to keep getting shot at. My god. The third party absolutely destroying 4 Kings Overload here. Terrible spot for them to be in, as we're going to have to move on to 4 Kings Man. They're coming in from behind as well. They want that spot on the tippity top of the zone, as their other comrades have just given it up. There is, of course, players and teams behind them. It looks like Slayer's team are going to be the team behind them, and they're going to have to make it into the zone while fighting the 4 Kings. Shots goes down, able to take Fund 2. It's flash health. Opting to look at Jeff now. He's rotated to look the other way. Tom's around there as well. All 4 players still alive from 4 Kings main. Checking out that loadout here to see if there's anything useful in it. I doubt it. They have got the zone, but Slayer and the boys are also in the zone behind that rock, I think. So they don't need to rotate past them. I will say they don't have the car, and to be honest, they don't need it. If they have snowboards, that is. If they don't have snowboards, it's going to be a tricky spot for them to get out of. If Guh and the 4 Kings want to stand a chance, they're going to need to hold them off, but it looks like they've got a pick over here on the side, and they're going to go for it. Let's see if they can close this gap here. The spotter has been used. There it is. Kill has been confirmed. Slash is getting out of the situation as well. He's going to fall down to IMZone. Let's see if IMZone can pick him apart. Shot goes down, not able to land it. IMZone, arguably the best player on his team, still alive, but no kills this game. He's out in the open this time, though. Viper right beside him. He was able to take down the Viper players. He would really help out his actual clan mates. Whether that happens is yet to be seen. Bang. Lands a nice shot there with the HDR. Don't think he's going to peek that after seeing how many people are there. IMZone stays alive. Good. Did get knocked there, but I think he'll get revived as well. They're making their way into the zone also. Need to catch up on board with the Zenith roster as they've rotated the whole way over to the next zone as well. And this is going to be a lot of teams in the end game. We're now 16.5 minutes into this. There's still 58 people alive along with 17 teams still remaining. Nobody even close to getting points for placement. Waiting for more kills to come in. There we go. Super Jeff able to take a kill right now, but there looks like they're going to get rotated in on from behind as the Middle Eastern team has spotted Jeff first. He gets killed instantly. No more revive flights left remaining. That's going to be a bad spot for them to be in, losing one of their best players. To be honest, all 4 players on that team are absolutely phenomenal. So you don't want to lose anyone when it comes to 4 Kings main. And now, they're going to have to take every fight as a 3-man. Spotter's coming in to try to save his teammate here. Not able to use it. Oh, they're in a bad spot. The rotation is going to be a tough one for them. They're going to need to go into this church or religious structure that I don't know what it is. Could be a mosque. I have no idea. 4 Kings inside. But there is another 4 Kings team in here known as M7. They've collaborated with Marab from M7 to make it work. 3 eliminations on the board here for main. This is a really bad game. If they wanted to stand a chance of the big top tier comeback, they needed a good game here. And it's not looking like it's going to happen. We can see Winter in the other side of it here. He's made a little bit of a push here to check out how many people are in that room. He spots 3. It's a 3v3 situation. Holy Father's deciding whether he wants to go in as well. He's only got 5 HP now remaining. This is an incestuous fight, if I had to say so myself. I wouldn't like to see this come through. And to be honest, I'm actually rooting for the 4 Kings main team over Holy Father right now because they're closer to winning this tournament than Holy Father's team are. A lot of kills coming through. They're going to make this push here. Holy Father walks in. He's going to get the pump on the go. Unfortunate situation for them. Holy Father trying to come through again, deciding whether or not he wants to do it. Lands a shot onto Winter. That's terrible. Oh my god. 4 Kings main. Drop it on the main stage. Narosa last alive. He might get pumped here. He's going to get targeted from the side. Not sure who's following him around. Does he have a snowboard? He does not. Oh my god. Narosa falls. Tom's still alive with a revive. Oh my god. He self-revived. Tom, please stay alive, bro. We need to see you stay alive here for a little bit longer. Fingers crossed for him. There's still 15 teams left alive. Holy Father's trying to find him along with Winter. Shots go down. Able to land one. Not able to get the kill. Tom takes down Winter. Holy Father takes him down finally, though, and 4 Kings are eliminated early. Now it's all down to Zenith Eternity to make the gap increase. 12 kills on the board. Unbelievable amount of kills this early on, considering there's still 14 teams left alive. Spots a player right in front of him on a 1 pump. Player takes him down. See you later, Garshko. Now, going in for the zone play here. Like I said, a lot of teams and players still alive. 19 minutes into this game. The zone's about to close over. We're literally in the second to last zone, and there's still 31 players left alive. This person at the top of this house is going to get absolutely domed. There you go. See you later. Last player remaining on Holy Father's team is out. Zenith Eternity is getting targeted from on top of the map right now. There is players in the roofs of many different houses, and, of course, over by the religious structure. 14 eliminations. If they can place highly here, they'll be very good. 12 teams still alive is unbelievable. Don't know how Tokyo has stayed alive this long either. What the hell is going on here? No placement points for him just yet. However, we'll need to go and check out that Middle Eastern team. It looks like Ken's been able to do something here. Ninjas across the map, onto the roof, trying to get the high ground away from the other opposing teams. Not going to help him for too long, though. He's not in the next zone, I don't think. He needs to rotate down. That's exactly what he does. Spots players in front of him. DLQ Omega Maywalt Mag is being used, and he dies. Lots of players still remain. There's still 9 teams up. This is the final remaining fucking zone, and there's 9 teams alive? Oh, my God. Looks like the last remaining full team is going to be Slayer's team from Zenith Eternity. Don't see any other team with 4 remaining players. A couple of 3 stacks, but only 1 team with 4 alive. This is exactly what Zenith Eternity needed, but unfortunately Slayer's going to go down from the side, and he has been possibly fully eliminated. Necro goes down as well. It's the fellow European team taking them down. Low Tech still alive here. Definitely a fantastic teammate to keep up. I don't think it's going to go in his way. There's really nothing he can do in this situation, and unfortunately they're going to die early out here. Dying in what I can only assume is 7th place if Slayer does get killed here. There it is. Slayer and the boys dying in 7th place. They got a good amount of kills there, though, so they are going to get a lot of points. 5 teams left alive. It's the zone's literally collapsing in on itself. I don't know what else to say. The zone is collapsing in on itself right now. Final zone, 5 teams still alive. Double-digit players still up right now. No team wants to die next because they get such little placement points. And I think this game's going to go in the way of team number 18, which will be the main M7 team. Spotter's going to be used from the side here. Needs to use another one if he had it, but he doesn't. Ticken's going to go ticking for 10. Gets a couple of kills right there. Needs to go into the zone. Andrew losing all of his health. Surely this goes in the way of M7. Lots of kills coming in for them. They're trying to shoot through the smoke. Not able to see any of them right now. NSG go down along with the last remaining team. And it surely goes in the way of M7. 13 kills from Loading by himself. Loading being able to get 13 is almost the same amount that Zenith Eternity got as an entire roster. Great game 5 for them right there, ladies and gentlemen. Very impressed with that final performance, especially with the spotter usage to be able to knock a lot of people trying to move into the zone. They got so many kills, 29 kills in a first place finish. If I look up to where M7 was before that, they actually, wow, M7, yeah, they were 19th place before that game, and 29 kills with a first place finish is going to give them 44 points. So they're going to go from 19th place probably into the top 10. So a great game for them inside of, oh my gosh, I had a little burp out of them, outside of M7. Good job. They are qualifier warriors. They always do really well in the qualification stages. However, they've not really played well inside of the finals. Not gonna lie. Looking at the other teams that finished high right there, you can see Exotics roster team number 24 did get a lot of kills with 9 kills, and a second place finish is 19 points. Not bad, but not good. NSG had a far better game this time around. They got 3rd place with 14 kills. That's going to give them 21 total points. Great job from them. You can see Poison Ivy didn't get that many eliminations. Actually, Leap finished in there quite well. Leap are not that bad of a team. Congratulations to Leap for, I think they're on their 2nd anniversary. Something like that. 5th place position. They got 13. 13 eliminations and a 5th place position. Lovely jubbly. Going further down the leaderboards, I'm trying to see my main man from Europe. Zenith Eternity finished in 7th place with 15 kills. Oh my god, that is not bad at all. 7th place is going to guarantee them 3 points. That'll give them 18 total, which will bring them up to about 92 total points after the first 5 games. This is a really strong performance here from Zenith Eternity. I would make the argument they're probably the best European team of all time. These 4 have been together for quite a while now, and they've really dominated on high MS. Yet again, here we are. They're sitting in 1st place position. Fingers crossed they can hold it out. Or if you're Filipino, you want to see 4K Main take them down. Speaking of 4K Main, let's go down the leaderboard and check out where they actually placed. They died early. Wow. That is their worst performance today. 3 eliminations, no points for placement. As you look on that scoreboard right there, they're going to be up to 70 points. And now the gap has widened. There's going to be a 22-point gap, I believe, between them and Zenith Eternity. So if you don't like Zenith Eternity, you're going to want to see them die early next game. And I hate to say it, but it's highly unlikely that they do die early. Appreciate everyone following the stream. Make sure to follow all of the watch parties or the players that are competing inside of the competition. Also, again, shout out to Loading, man. Loading's always been one of the most underrated players inside of Battle Royale. And he's not too bad of a two-way player. He's actually taken part in our competitions. We have a $25,000 video series coming out. It starts coming out tomorrow, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And then we have a $30,000 video series competition on my main YouTube channel, which is where this live stream is hosted on YouTube. So if you're new, subscribe and keep your eyes peeled. Every Sunday, a new episode from these massive video series is going to drop. But yeah, Loading takes part in them. Good job to him. It's been good to see him perform in Battle Royale over the last couple of years, and now he's performing inside of my challenge series on YouTube. Viper falling off a little bit here. 8th place. They got 6 eliminations, man. I mean, come on, Viper. We expect a little bit more than you. I mean, they've had a tough couple of games recently, but they're still, fairly up there in the leaderboards. Look, let's be honest, they're doing really well. You can see the leaderboard actually getting updated while I'm talking to you right now. It's been freshly updated here and just moments ago. Zenith Eternity, 92 points, 1st place. Viper Esports, 72 points, 2nd place. 4 letters actually go into 3rd. That's the Middle Eastern team, 4 letters. I know we got a lot of Middle Eastern pride inside of the YouTube short form chat. Then just below them, we got 4 Kings. Unfortunately, they've dropped into 4th place for now. Goats are right behind them with 68, ENL 62, M7 are 7th place with 62. 4K Overload 57, Poison Ivan 50, and Chucha Prime 50. Little update on NSG, they are actually 11th. For anyone curious after their game's performance. The only team that has a surefire way of getting money right now is Zenith Eternity. After them, every single other team is within like 10 points of each other. From 2nd to 7th are within 10 points. That is ridiculously close. Ridiculously close. But obviously, like I said in the trailer and the announcement of this tournament that was happening, accuracy plays a big role. And I think we all know Zenith Eternity is known for their accuracy. Not only that, their clean, clear, and concise communication style is what is really holding them over here. Great to see them do so well. 92 points. Finally, we see Zenith Eternity possibly coming back. And maybe Slayer might dethrone somebody for the #1 MVP. We'll have to see after today's stream, of course, and we're going to get ready to get into game number 6. Not sure who's missing here. 99 players in the lobby. It looks like it's going to be Rezox from the Nigerian team. Chapo, Chucky, Felon, and Rezox. This is arguably being the best Nigerian team we've ever had. I know they have Rezox in it, so it's not full Nigerian, but as far as Nigerians go, it's definitely the best Nigerian team that we've ever had. I know a lot of people are saying 4 Kings on top. Hey, man. If they somehow come back on this, they might be the best roster of all time. I mean, they kind of already are the best roster of all time, but they might solidify it a little bit more. I mean, it's them and Zenith. Like, them and Zenith are, like, up there, top 1 and top 2, depending on the day and the ping and the server and all that. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens here in game number 6. 5 games down, 2 more to go. Only 2 games remain, ladies and gentlemen. Great performance so far from 4 Kings and all of those top 7 teams. 7 teams up there within 10 points, excluding Zenith. 30 points if you add Zenith. If Zenith have one bad game, it's going to go down instantly. But more Four Kings on top yet again. I'm going to mention this before. If you haven't checked out any of the individual players that play in these competitions, make sure to check them out, follow their stream, go and watch their stream from their POV, because they are streaming their own team's POV. So if you want to see that, you want to hear them, you want to actually listen to what their comms are like, you're more than welcome to do so. Also, shout out again to 4K Synth, Senorita Brie, Obscure, Insanity, COD Ninja, COD Shakro, and Crush for watch partying. I've been given the watch party updated list. I believe, funnily enough, yeah, looking good. Ackman is also watch partying, I think. Brand new watch party. I did not expect him to. Hey, Ackman. Long time no see. Long time no see, broski. Long time no see, my goat. Where are you, bro? Ackman! Ackman! I remember. Does anyone remember that clip? I remember that freaking clip. That was years ago, bro. Anyway, it looks like he's watch partying, bro. As you guys know, he's always welcome to participate in our tournament finals. I think he is now retired, though. Quite like myself. quite like myself, chat. R.I.P. to Ferg. All right, Four Kings landed in here, going towards Ski Town again. We'll have to see if NSG take Outpost. They do. NSG take Outpost. What about Zenith? Do they go the whole way to Dormitory? They do. You know, it'd be crazy if Four Kings landed on a sniper and sniped them as they landed. Because they're going to land before them. Wow, that landing was really good. I did not think they would make it that far. Well played. Did not think they would make it that far at all. Good job to them, man. Impressive. But you know what else is impressive? VPR, Viper, able to take some knocks here with their blades. I've seen 2 eliminations happen already. Mello's trying to run away. Bro, Mello's getting targeted by 3. Mello, oh my gosh. I really need to see that clip, bro. Oh my god. 3 girls jumped on him like a freaking bukkake session, chat. That was unbelievable. All 3 of them jumped on him at the same time. Oh dear, Mello. I'm ready to see a TikTok later from him saying, I'm finished. I'm never playing in Ferg tournaments again. Bro jumped in on game 6 and 3 girls jumped on him. I mean, if it was real life, he probably wouldn't mind, but it's COD Mobile, so unfortunately he got obliterated. Keep it on the theme with the Nigerians, though. We got Felony, Chucky, and Chapo still alive. All of them landing in Frigid. They've went here the entire tournament so far. They're split up here quite a lot, though. Nobody around them except El Beretta, which is also a part of that Nigerian team. Good luck to him staying alive for now. No team has been fully eliminated, and he's the last remaining one on his roster. Looks like Four Kings main, Zenith, and NSG have landed the same place as usual, like we've seen them just moments ago, and they probably won't fight each other for a little bit longer. I tell you who is fighting each other, though. Winter and Marab's roster. Marab has no guns. This is unbelievable. This is unprecedented. We're 3 minutes into this game, and bro hasn't picked up a single gun to use. Oh, dearie me, Marab. Fingers crossed that you can stay alive here and possibly get some sort of weapon. Not looking too good for my broski. Winter, on the other hand, has a Locust and Buy, so he can come in here and kind of give him some support, but damn, Marab. It's not looking good, brev. Winter spots 1 below him. Doesn't land a shot, terrible accuracy there. Needs a little bit better than that. Team beside him. He did give away his position. Marab's trying to run away. Oh my god, still doesn't have a gun. Oh, Marab, I actually feel sorry for you, bro. This is ridiculous. This is honestly ridiculous. He's gonna get shot from behind as well. Oh my god, Marab. Oh, this is so unlucky. No weapon. Dies to Chucha. We've got Leap Garsko in here as well. Not really helping him out. Oh, dearie me. Winter's last remaining player on the team. This is a terrible start for the main man of this roster. I feel so bad. I wonder, did Holy Panther not have a gun either? He probably didn't, right? Probably did not. Either way, looking onside the team that is actually in the fight here. Let's go and check out Wagner's POV. Player from the Philippines along with all of this roster. He's not going to push up here, but Garsko is in and around the action. They didn't get the kill confirmed onto that player, and it looks like a retaliatory snipe with the HDRs came through and killed Drusky. Tech off, rotating out the side. Garsko just trying to stay alive here. Shot goes down with the shotgun. Gonna get turned on. Oh my god, that is awful. Oh dear. Oh god. Jesus, Leap. I know you're having a second anniversary or something, but Jesus. That can't distract me from the fact that your entire roster just got obliterated on the main stage.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Yikes. Anyway, moving on from Leap getting dominated. Chapo and the boys are still alive. Chucky, like I said before, really making a name for himself here in today's finals. He's gotten quite a lot of kills so far. The best total we've seen is 6. But let's be honest. The best individual slaying performance was definitely loading last game with 13 eliminations. Also, not sure how Mello got back into the action here, but yeah, I think I would also stand still after what I seen from you just moments ago, Mello. Okay, I know he's looking at his camera right now. He's complaining that the iFerg tournaments, yippa yippo, are too hard, yippa yippo. I know that's exactly what he's saying, chat. I'm never playing an iFerg tournament again. They all land on me. Either way, moving on to Poison Ivy. They only have 2 remaining players. They've spotted 4 Kings main here. Do they have any kills? They do not. So we're going to hop on to their side, POB. As Poison Ivy are right in front of them. They could land some shots here. And engage in their first team fight of game number 6. Remember, 4 Kings main need points really badly. They're over 20 points behind the team in first place, so they're going to need a lot of points here. They're going to need a lot of team wipes. They're going to need a lot of farming. Kill 3, let them revive. Kill 3 again. Also unlucky to the team from India. They really haven't done anything today. Even though they did well in the qualifiers, they've pretty much done absolutely nothing today in the finals. Holy Father's back in the action as well, thankfully through the revive flight. But let's go down, since I mentioned them. Where is the Indian team? 2JZ. Oh, they're in a fight here. Somebody took down one of them, Troy, trying to hide. Looks like he's rotating away. Player is following him. He only has the HDR. He doesn't have a shotgun just yet, so it's not going to be a good spot for him to be in. What are you doing, Troy? Oh my god, Troy. I guess just stay alive for as long as you possibly can. Maybe, Pookie Bear? 2 eliminations on the side of 2JZ, the Indian, fully Indian roster. They haven't performed well, but to be honest, I'm just happy to see an Indian team in the finals. For now, we'll go on and check out 4K Overload as they're still in the top 10. They've actually done really well today, sitting at 8th place. They do have 57 points, so they're right beside pretty much everyone from their top 8 position to number 2. I have no idea how you guys are typing that in my chat right now. Does anyone see that? TT reveal? Why is it blue? Why is it blue? How do you guys do that? How? Oh my god. I'm getting griefed! Tokyo falls unfortunately to a ball buzz here, but now the fight is on. 3v4 situation in favor of the Middle Easterners, called 4 letters. Remy trying to get a little retaliatory ZRG shot. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen at all. They're honestly a little bit too far away from each other to really confirm any kills. So I'm gonna leave this fight and go on board to watch Zenith, as they are currently in a fight. Ooh, this is a big one. M7 versus Zenith Eternity. All 4 of the players have been revived. Jakari is around that other player, though. Oh my god, did they... How are you alive? How? You slithery little snake. Are you so for real right now? The number 1 team has walked right past Jakari. Oh my god. How was that even possible? Unbelievable. Atata is getting sniped at on his snowboard. Has a little bit of movement. Looking like a Garena Filipino player right here. He gets away with it for now. Still don't understand how Jakari survived that, bruh. Unbelievable. Good job to him, though. 1 kill on the board for the main man of Europe. 1 kill on the board for the main man of Philippines. I don't even know how you guys are being able to do that. What does it look like? Ah, I see. I see what you mean with the reveal. Shot goes down, 3-line rifle in hand for Narosa, not able to land the shot onto the other player. Come on, hit Ross, kid, Narosa! Oh, finally! Ooh, there we are. Pookie. Oh, okay, never mind, not Pookie anymore. The Nigerian Felon has came from the side and obliterated him. Felon now, can you confirm the kill? Felon? Good boy. Confirms the kill. That's them up to 7. 7 eliminations? Hey. Not bad. Come on, hit guy. Hit guy off the snowboard. Not going to happen either. GG. As it looks like the Indian boys actually were able to get a little team wipe right there just moments ago. They're all 4 back now. Wishing them the best of luck going forward, but they haven't been performing too well so far. As Troy actually does get eliminated here from the side. Not sure who takes him down. It's going to be a player from 4Kings Joker. Chucky. Another Nigerian player. These guys are doing really good this game. 8 eliminations. Definitely the best Nigerians we've ever had. Chapo, Felon, and Chucky. I've never seen Nigerian players as good as these 3 inside of our competition. Of course, you know, you could say that there's good Nigerian clippers, but at the end of the day, a clip doesn't mean you're the best player. Playing in the tournaments and winning them makes you the best player, so I would consider these the best Nigerians. Nice movement. Rotates into, well, I can only assume you would call like a ski station. Not really too sure what you would call this place. Fire seals up, but it doesn't really matter to these guys as they're nowhere near a buy station. And it looks like 4Kings main are deciding what they want to do here. ENL is below them though. They could land a couple of shots onto the Yimbo. Not able to land that one though, guy. You need to be a little bit more accurate right there. Jeff, able to do something though. He needs to rotate down because there is a team shooting him from behind. Oh, they're all shooting at the same team. Look at this. Nigerians and Filipinos teaming up to take down Latin America. You would not believe that if I said it before the start of this tournament. Chucky making an aggressive play here. It looks like all of the Nigerians are making an aggressive play. For the first time ever, 4Kings main are retreating from a Nigerian team. Nigeria getting better and better. Now checking out the Middle Easterners. Remember, they did get a knock and a full kill onto 4Kings Overload moments ago. Looks like Eduardo has been knocked here as well. Ken is closing the gap first. Trapmaster's been spotted, able to take it down instantly. Nice reactions from Ken. We're used to seeing stuff like this from him, knows he is one of the best players, not only in the Middle East, but the entire world. As he's still trying to play aggressive here and close this gap as fast as possible. Bullball's also trying to do this, but the nades are coming through. Ken is rotating over onto that right-hand side. Spot time zone on the top. Nice snipe from the main man, the legend Ken from the Middle East. Ninja coming through. He's really aggressive right now. Like, exceptionally aggressive. Don't think his footsteps get shown here on the map because he does have the ninja upgrade. Staying alive. A Bullballs is up onto the left-hand side of this mountain. We'll have to see if they hold this action. Toxic Overload does get placed down. They're going to rotate back again. Yet again, the second time in a couple of minutes, we've seen a 4K roster rotate away from an opposing team. Shots go down, not able to land that one. Ken's over onto the bottom right-hand side of this hill. And they're still trying to close this as fast as possible. Being hyper-aggressive against this 4Kings Overload roster. Nades coming through. They're trying to land snipes. Here they go. Shot doesn't go down just yet. Not able to land that. Nice defender from Tokyo there to block the shot. First time we've seen that today. Great defender usage. Smokes also going down here. Staying alive. All 4 remaining. Struggling to get into the zone though. Because they're really just trying to run away as fast as humanly possible. But they're going to run right into the #1 team. This is a terrible, terrible fight. Oh my god. This is awful for 4Kings Overload. It might be amazing, though, for Zenith Eternity, as they're actually rotating away as well. They don't want to take that fight either. And it seems like Slayer's probably going to become the IGL and tell them not to take the fight. Oh, there's another team beside them! How is there so many teams on this side of the map? Wow! Still 19 rosters left alive, 57 players on the board. We're not even into the late game yet. We're only into the mid game now. Gea has spotted a couple of players. It's going to be the Indian roster. Troy goes down. 9 kills! Alright, they're definitely closing the gap. Whoa, what the fuck? Nice snipe! Land another? Land another and you're to go. Oh, doesn't land another. That would have been crazy. Good first shot there by Gea. That's obviously going to make Magic feel a little bit scared, to say the least. Could have landed a snipe as he dropped, but he decided to try and shoot him out of the air and did not connect. Another little fire seal coming through right there, but 4Kings main really just trying to find Tom a place to land. No landing on that shot, that's for sure. They've got all 4 of their players back into the action. They're going to be looking good going into this end game. Taking down Magic finally. See you later, goats. 1 more player left alive for that roster. It's going to be Ross Kid. Not sure if they're going to get any tags back. Ross Kid in the middle of Narnia right now. Nobody to help him. Doesn't even have a loadout. Good luck for the last remaining player of goats. We're going to have to hop on and watch 4Kings though, as they've spotted Gunsito over here, and they're closing the gap between the #1 team and them. Also, we'll have to go and check out Viper in a couple of moments as well, because I don't know where they've been at this game, but they're still all alive. Losing one of their players right now. This is the perfect time to switch. They're fighting against Leap. Two of their players are unfortunately getting knocked, but I think they're going to close it out right here. Pavas still alive. There is one more player right beside him. Last remaining player from the team. A third party's coming in from the side here. Leap has been fully eliminated, and now the main man from the Middle East. It's going to be 4 letters. Bull Balls and Ken's team closing the gap in between Viper and themselves. They're known for closing gaps. Oh, Senior J changed his name. Senior J changed his name mid-tournament so that people knew who he was. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Senior J. That's Senior J, chat. Otherwise known as Delina before we just watched him. But Delina equals Senior J. I'm glad he changed it. Now you guys will be able to find him on TikTok. He's just known as Senior J on TikTok, I believe. One of the best players is Spanish speaking. I believe he actually used to team with Ackman a long time ago, along with Slayer and Low-Tags. But maybe the language barrier was getting a little bit too much for them, as he now only plays with Spanish-speaking players. Last remaining dude on his team. Never mind. Just before I can say that, his teammates actually spawned in beside him. Wow, they got back in the revive flight. That's amazing. Good job staying alive right there. I did not expect that, but keep in mind, that Middle Eastern team's still alive here. They have all of their players up and at him too. Good amount of kills to go with it. These guys skyrocketed up the leaderboard as Ken is able to knock another onto Nairobi. 4 letters currently 3rd place in the competition. They've made an even better comeback than 4 Kings have, as they made their comeback later. What a need. Oh my god, bro. There's just something about Ken and the Bull Balls that screams suspicious, even though they're completely legit. They're just such good players from the Middle East. 10 eliminations still for the boys of 4 letters. As we're going to hop on to the 4 Kings main roster. Jeff has been fully eliminated. Apparently there's no more revive flights left, as we're into the 17th minute of the game. They're kind of split up here. Don't like this play from them, and to be honest, it doesn't look like they have much of a way to go. Shot going to go down onto Amir. This is the player from Rebar's team. 4K goes out in the open. He could get shot from any angle here. Nice. Going into the house. This is definitely the better play, so that he doesn't get shot from the side here. A big kill would come through if he was able to land the shots onto Amir Codreal. 12 eliminations on the board. Zenith do have 2. So the gap is still technically being closed, but it's not being closed fast enough for now on the side of the 4 Kings main team. Not sure what happened to the remaining players of Overload. They aren't here any longer, and Akaza is the last player on Joker. So 4 Kings main, the last remaining 4 Kings roster that really has a chance to win it all. Zenith Eternity actually have a nice spot in zone if they can hold that, but they could get 3rd party from the side, and we're going to hop onto Fun's POV as he's sniping across the map onto the Lanai. This team's known as Chicha Prime. They came through the qualifiers. 2 kills on the board for Zenith. This should be their 3rd if that nade lands. Lovely. Nade lands, gets killed outside of the zone. Good job. 3 kills on the board for the #1 team. Slayer able to knock another player. That's going to be on the side of VPR. Actually steals a kill off of another remaining team. Lots of knocks and full kills coming in here for Zenith. While this zone closes, Kust outside of the zone right here. He gets knocked as well. 6 kills up on the board now. From 2 to 6 real quick. Closing the gap extremely fastly, though, is 4 Kings main, as they've also gotten up to 13. Tom, a very aggressive push. Not sure if he's able to land the shot. He's not going to go for it. Retreats instead. They are going to get rotated behind on by another Spanish-speaking team, which is going to be tough for them. I would love to see them take that position off Andrew and get the high ground to get some information on the whereabouts of the opposing rosters, but I don't think they're going to go for it. And instead, a Bull Boss is peeking up through the side, and he's going to take the high ground. They should have took that. Defender goes down, trying to get the kill onto Patata, able to one pump it, but there's other players over on the other side of that rock. 3v3 now. It wasn't 3v4, but they were able to land that knock instantly on board of the Latin American team. They knew that they're around there, but they shouldn't really take that fight. Oh dear, Guz gonna actually go for the information here. He doesn't have rewind to make it a possibility. Calm. Spots them? Surely you spotted him right there. Not sure if he did. Zone's collapsed it in on itself. We're gonna go to the final zone again with over 5 teams remaining. We got 6 teams up and double-digit players left alive. Zenith Eternity is one of those teams that have all 4 of their remaining players up and at him, and this is going to be a bad fight for Four Kings main to take. They do not want to take this fight. They want to third party this. Shots are going to come down in just a couple of moments, but we're unsure to see who's going to connect the bullets first. I'm going to hop on the board to the side of Zenith as I believe they have the best possible chance to win this game. 9 kills on the board. This could decide the remainder of the tournament. If Four Kings win this game and take down Zenith, I think they might be able to catch them, but if Zenith take down Four Kings, it's not looking too good. Moving up the moving up the left-hand side here. Four Kings have lost the high ground. Zenith with 4 players alive have taken it from them, and this is going to be a bad situation for Four Kings to be in. All the shots coming down. We're not too sure what's going to happen here. Shots go down. Tom is eliminated along with one of the other remaining players. Good. Last alive from Four Kings, trying to find a way to stay alive. Snowboard has been used. It's not looking good. Zenith Eternity definitely going to win this game, but how long can Gus stay up for? It's not looking like he's going to stay up for any longer. Oh my god, Gus. He's trying to go for second place here. Survive as long as possible. Oh my god. Zenith, no! Zenith! Ah! There it is. Zenith take game number 6 with a decisive win. Able to drop double-digit kills. 15 kills and a win. That's going to guarantee them 30 points. Bringing them up to a grand total score of 122 points. Four Kings, I believe, will be right behind them, but the gap was extended again. And in order for Four Kings to come back here and now, they are going to need a monumental Game 7. Like a top-tier Game 7. Dare I say, if they want to win, they might as well just land on Zenith Eternity. They might as well just drop on them and hope for the best. Looking at the scoreboard right now, you can see how many kills each team got. Four Kings were able to get 1 more kill than Zenith Eternity, but the gap is going to increase because they finished 3rd and not 2nd. They're actually, yeah, that's not a good gap for them to see, unfortunately. That's going to get a lot more placement points towards Zenith than themselves. They still have a chance to win it all and go back-to-back again, but is it likely? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm rooting for them to have a great Game 7, but to be honest, I don't mind if Zenith Eternity win either. Like I said before, there's a reason Zenith Eternity are the only good European team, and it's because all the other European teams play auto-revive and not tags. There's a lesson to be learned there, everybody. Everyone should be playing tag scrims, not auto-revive. Auto-revive is no strategy whatsoever. NSG were able to survive for a long time there, not getting many kills, but they should go up the leaderboard. They possibly will go into the top 10 again. We haven't seen them in the top 10 in only 1 game, so be nice to see them back in there. 4 Letters did well also, but they're also going to be extending a gap between them and Zenith Eternity just because Zenith did win that game and get 30 total points. You can see where everyone else placed as well. Chicha Prime not doing too bad. Poison Ivy getting 13 kills as well. M7 in there at 7th place. ENL further down the leaderboard. As we watch where everyone else placed, you can see Viper. 11 kills, but no placement points. That's going to put them up to 83 points. Not bad at all, but I don't think they're going to be in the running to win it all based off of that current placement. A lot of Zenith Eternity on tops being spoken into the chat right now. Hey man, fingers crossed if they could do it. That would be fantastic to see if they could win their first tournament since the Rebirth Island one that we hosted at the start of the year. I'm more than happy for them to do so, but Four Kings are right on their ass. And if Four Kings have a massive 40 kill win, which we've seen from them many times in the past, they will definitely take the win off of Slayer, Low-Tech's, Necro, and Fund. Going further down, you can see the Four Kings. Unfortunately, the Four Kings Overload roster did not have a good game. At least they won one of the games today, man. You know, I'm still proud of them for that, but not doing too well there either. The Nigerians finishing in there at 17th place. Goats falling out early as well with 16th place. Not that many kills either. So they're probably going to drop down 8 points for that game. Goats going up to 84 total points, so they're not going to catch up to anyone, really. Oh, actually, no, never mind. The scoreboard was just updated. They're up to 76. I was reading the points from last game or thinking that it was the points from the game before. But yeah, the points are already updated on our scoreboard, chat. How quick was that? Might be the quickest ever. One more little look where everyone placed. The Indians placed 19th place to Jay-Z. All right, let's get ready to get into the 7th and final game of the August BRL $10,000 finals. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, Zenith do have quite a lead here. In order for Four Kings to catch them, they would need to take them down early game. And remember, Four Kings land right beside right beside Zenith. So if they really wanted to, if they really felt like they can't catch Zenith, they could land Ski Town and push them instantly. Or they could just land in Dormitory with Zenith. We know that NSG lands Outpost, Four Kings lands Ski Town, Zenith lands Dormitory. Further down the map, over to the right-hand side, is where a Bull Balls and the boys land, which is the Middle Eastern team, which is also in the top 3. So the 3 best teams inside of this tournament right now, all landing within a stone throw of each other. If either one takes the other out at the start of the game, the other one is not finishing first. Four Letters is a team that we're also used to seeing get 40 kill wins inside of finals competition. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do this here as well. But as you can see, all of those teams in the top 7 are right beside each other in points outside of Zenith Eternity. They have a little bit of a lead going here. 29-point lead between them and Four Kings. Four Kings need this win. They need to win this game if they want to take them down. A lot of Zenith on top and Four Kings on top coming through the chat right now. You're more than welcome to spam it with your country's flag, with the team that you want to see win, or with the region that you're from. This is the final game. Game number 7, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a longer tournament than usual because every single game has came down to the last zone. It's hard to believe, but the Snipers and Shotguns tournament has been the most competitive tournament we've ever had, which is unbelievable. Either way, a lot of kills coming through here straight off the bat, but let's check on board of our actual remaining teams. Wait, oh my god, where's Zenith Eternity gone? Are they all in that car? They are. Bro! Forget 2-3 years in Dagestan. 2-3 shots of a ZRG heavy mag and that thing's gonna explode. A little anti-vehicle mag would blow that thing up. But they know that there is nobody in the map with an anti-vehicle mag right now because there's nobody in the map with a loadout. All 4 of them getting to go to Dormitory here, but it looks like there's a lot of teams over and around that area. You can see the M7 team over with them, GNR beside them. We've also got a couple of Latin American teams there along with Leap. Four Kings are going to be over towards that left-hand side as expected, landing in Ski Town, and then we've got NSG towards Outpost. Poison Ivy just below them as well, going to Nuclear Plant. Then we got the Nigerians landing in Sanitarium as per usual. Let's hop on board and see what they're up to for now. No gun here for Felon. Chucky does have an HDR, but no shotgun. Along with Chapo, also sniper, no shotty. Tough position for them to be in. Not sure what team they're actually fighting against right here. Let me check a quick look. Oh, it's going to be a Latin American team. Well done. Once again, as we get into this final game, make sure to follow any of the watch parties that you're watching from or any of the pro players that you're interested in viewing. All of them will be streaming. Along with that, you can follow me on TikTok or subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. The video that we will be posting tomorrow will be a $25,000 Battle Royale game. So if you're interested in that, follow or subscribe to my YouTube channel where the stream is taking place today. Looks like Viper are landing a couple of shots and full kills right there. Let's hop on board with them. 7 eliminations at the start of this game. This is a big game performance from them. A big game 7 performance. 7 kills is going to bring them right up beside Four Kings and over 4 Letters. Player rotating beside them right now. It's going to be Darko from 2JZ, the Indian roster. Looks like the remaining players on his team do get obliterated here from Viper. But he'll probably get a couple of them back in the revive flight. 83 players left alive, but still every single team in the competition. What's Mello up to? I'm curious. Yippa yippo. Bro, I know he's not having a good time right now, bro. I know he's not having a good time, bro. Like, oh, I don't know what it is with Mello, bro, but everyone always lands on him and jumps on him, bro. Like, every single time, man. They must know it's him or something, chat. Like, honestly. Every game he gets jumped on by other opposing rosters. Shout out to Team 15, bro. They've been the best Nigerian team that we've ever had. I look forward to seeing if this team sticks together or if they opt to go for a full Nigerian team or what the future looks like for Team 15, but they're definitely the best Nigerian trio we've ever had in a competition. Speaking of great players, though, our best teams, look down towards IMZone. He's been full killed here, and the last remaining player on 4K Overload is Tokyo. Not sure where these teams are. I think it's Goats that were actually fighting them over there. No. Was it? It was Goats. Damn, they landed Ecology Lab. Ooh, dear. That's not going to be too good for 4 Kings. Also, Holy Father has been eliminated here as well. Looks like it's going to be ENL. Marab's one of those players from the Middle East that we really haven't seen do crazy stuff inside of the tournaments just yet, but I'm hoping one day very soon that he's able to land a couple of crazy plays inside of the finals. We don't see him in the qualifiers because he gets an automatic buy into the finals with Holy Father on his team, but nice shots. Oh, that would have been so clean, Marab. Oh, I would have had to shut my mouth if you got double one pump right there, but unfortunately, he gets eliminated. His teammates are still up for now. They do have 2 alive. Going on to the side of Goats, though. They have all 4 of their players left up. Tokyo's still alive inside of his same camping spot that we've seen from him before. He's going to go back and get his teammates through the revive flight. For now, though, let's check out that lovely Nigerian player Felon, as I believe he just picked up 2 more eliminations. That team actually might be fully gone. Chapo's coming back through the revive flight, and these guys are on 4. Team number 15. Team number 15, their actual name is Cut 1, and I'm going to check where they are in the leaderboard right now. They're actually 16th. So if they have a really good game here, they could possibly go into the top 10, but it's going to need to be a really good game. Has to be a phenomenal one, like a 20 kill game if they want to end in the top 10. So it's not likely, but it is possible. As for right now, the top teams, we've got 1, 2, 3 Filipino teams. We've got 2 European teams, and then the rest of them, outside of 4 letters, are Latin American teams. Latin America always seem to be up on the leaderboards, but they never seem to win. Never seem to win. What round is this? It is 7. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you're more than welcome to spam the country or team that you are rooting for in the chat. Nobody is going to time you out. You're more than welcome to spam that in the chat. Whether it's the country flag, the name of the country, the region, the team name, whatever you want. We do not mind you spamming. I know a lot of the players have now gone to watch the individual players. Make sure to do that as well, chat. Or you can watch the watch parties. There's many different people actually watch partying these finals. Novagas is coming through. Winter trying to use his spotter here. I don't know if he has it in him. He does not. The spotter could get a kill here, though. It does. It's able to take down Yawn. But I don't think Salata is going to be any help. Holy Father, he's not going to be any help either. So that was a wasted life there from 4K Winter as he doesn't get the kill confirmed onto that player from Chucha Prime. They are able to get back my main man, Marab. Holy Father with the rewind. I'm surprised more people don't use rewind inside of this. It's been interesting to see. I thought every team would have a rewind on it, but no. Not every team is using rewind this time around. What's going on with 4 Kings, though? Neither team here has any kills in this game. Did they go for Zenith? I don't think they did. Yeah, Zenith are so far down. Oh my god, Slayer's just been double hit. He stays alive for now. Oh my gosh, he almost got knocked. That would have been absolutely terrible. Not sure what team that was targeting him there, but we'll check it out. It's going to be Goats. Really? Goats from the helicopter? Are you serious? Oh, they're jumping on Fund. Camo jumps on Fund instantly. Does he land the shots, though? That's the question. Yes, he does. Fund gets eliminated. Low takes goes down as well. Slayer, one of the last remaining players on the team, because Necro's going to fall too. Slayer, 1 player left on Zenith Eternity's roster, and it's Slayer. Arguably the greatest Battle Royale player of all time in a 1v4. There is no way he wins this. There's just no way. I refuse to believe he gets out of this situation. The entire roster of Goats are targeting him. Slayer, no! Oh my god, if you're a 4 Kings fan right now, you need to see my main man die. But he's not going to go down without a fight, as it looks like Goats are getting third party from behind here. A Bull Boz in the Middle Eastern team known as 4 Letters unknowingly have stopped the #1 team from being eliminated. Oh my god. If you're a Filipino, you are praying on the downfall of Slayer right now. Like, you're on your hands and knees praying that Slayer dies here, bro. Like, there's no way. They have 0 kills. They've left the fucking tags. A bull boss is there. Slayer's ex-teammate is still beside the tag. He's gonna get one. Fun's coming back into the action. All right, Fun's making his way back. Still 0 kills in the board. Slayer not going to go for a different tag here. He's going to pick them up one by one. Not taking any risks. I understand that. No risks allowed here for Slayer, the ultimate player. Still alive. Fun coming back into the action. Oh my god. Does a bull boss know? Does he know that those tags are there? I think he does, bro. And I wonder, are these guys rivals to each other because they used to be teammates? Like, I hate to be that guy, but if I used to team with Slayer and Lotex and I don't team with them anymore and I know their tags are there, I'm camping the tags. I'm camping all the tags. If you're first place in a tournament and I'm behind, I'm camping your tags. I don't care. And see all the people in chat like, why is he camping the tag? Why do you think he's camping the tags? There's $10,000 up for grabs. Camp the goddamn tags. Looks like that's exactly what they're doing. Let's see how many seconds is left on these tags. Slayer's going for them. Slayer's going for them. He's gonna get one. He's gonna get one. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's on the way now, Slayer. No. Why did he jump out of the hoverback? What an idiot. No. I wonder, did he misclick? He might have misclicked, bruh. Slayer's done. Now it's all down to Fund, bruh. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. I think that might be wraps, bro. Oh, if 4 Kings have a good... Oh, helicopter. Oh, it's not over. It's not over until it's over, bro. Are they still camping his tags? There's no way they're still camping the tags. Wait. The helicopter's gonna give away the position. They see it. They see the helicopter. They see it. Oh my god, you need to go. They're not going for it. They're not going for it. No way. They need to follow this helicopter. They have to know that that's Zenith Eternity. They have to know. No way. They just let him get all those tags. He got one. He got one tag. Low Texas. Oh my god. This is a crazy final game, bro. They had a 30-point lead going into this. He got all the tags! What? A bull boss! I can! Nah! They seen them! They had to have known that that was Zenith, bro. They had to have known, bro. There's no way. Yo, W Fund. I did not think that Fund was going to clutch that up, but he's going to get the entire team back. Oh my god. I can't believe this. A bull boss and the boys have allowed this team to get back into the action. They could have taken down that whole roster if they just pushed that helicopter. But now they're all alive. Oh my god, they're all in the helicopter too. No way. Wait. Are they going to take the helicopter and come to them? They're not. Oh my god, bro. I can't believe they let them live. I actually can't believe it. And they don't have a ZRG mag to kill them out of the helicopter. Wow. Wow. I am bewildered. God. And while all that was happening, 4 Kings main only have 2 kills, bro. Like, 4 Kings main... Oh no, and now they're dying? Oh no. Oh dear, chat. Oh, 4 Kings main not looking good, bruv. And matter of fact, it's looking real bad. Oh, oh my god, I just heard 16 shots come through right there. Oh, jeepers, creepers. Third parties are in as well. Oh, we've seen an insane clutch from Zenith. I don't know if the insane clutch is gonna come through here for 4 Kings main, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think it's gonna happen. Oh, I mean the movement's looking pretty good right here. The movement's looking W. Jeff and Gah eliminated. Tom gets their tags.
been scanned successfully.
For now.
Teammate will return to the battle.
Okay, they're staying alive.
Airdrop.
But they need way more kills than this. What are they doing? Like you're telling me that, oh my god, the super team's back. I really thought that the super team was gonna get eliminated instantly there, but they're still here. Somehow, a Bullboss Icon and their teammates let Fund and Slayer live to get tags back. And now they all have loadouts. Are we being serious? Are we being serious right now? Oh my god. What if Bro, why is it every time I watch this team, they're always doing some dumbass shit? Oh my god. Oh, yeah, guys, go out of the door in a single file line. Thank you, guys. Great job. Love it. Every time. Bro, why do they look so silly? Bro! What is this? What is this? Oh my god, they always look so silly, bro. Like, no wonder they're called 4K Joker, bro. They're just joking around 24/7. Oh my god. What are you doing? What are you doing, Instinct? Wait, where's Fright? Yeah, buddy. We know what your side gig is. We know what your other career is, Fright. Don't you worry. You don't need to hide it from us anymore, buddy. I seen that on TikTok, bruh. I don't know how these guys are still alive right now, but we need to hop on board with the super team from Europe. Because they've been able to get one elimination. Oh, they're going to spot Team India. Oh, no! Don't pick on India now. Oh, God, they know that they're there. Low-tech Fund, all still alive. 4 players back into the action. They got double loadout. They don't have the current zone rotation, and to be honest, the next rotation in is going to be tough for them to do because there is no cover. There's really minimal cover going forward inside of this next zone. Are you being serious? There's 19 teams alive? How is there 67 players? Shots going down, not able to get a knock or a full kill. From what I've seen, they do have 2 eliminations total here. 2 eliminations total. Did Joker get wiped? Somebody said Joker got wiped. There's no way they would. Bro, these guys are such goofballs. Then at the tournament, you're gonna need to go in 10 seconds here. This is game 7, ladies and gentlemen, the final game of the series. If 4 Kings can get more kills here, they may win the tournament, but jeepers creepers, do they need to get a lot of kills. I'm not sure if they got their player back in the tag. I don't know if they did, chat. This is a bad spot for them to be in, too. They can get target. Oh my god, they're in such a bad position here. Jeff is in a terrible position. Oh, they have the low ground. Everyone can see them. They're gonna need to pop everything they can, man. Honestly, going underneath the crash site would not be a bad idea. Underneath the crash site's not that bad of an idea. Do they have a smoke bomber? They have a smoke bomber, but Jeff doesn't have it yet. They're in a really bad spot here, ladies and gentlemen. They just came back through the revive flight. They're gonna need to get a pick apart onto somebody. Possibly to get actual loot here. Oh, they could third party this from the side. Jeff's gonna go for it. Tom not doing it. Guh is coming for it as well. There's too many teams over there. You're gonna die. There's too many teams. Jeff, staying alive here for a little bit longer. Can use the pistol if he wants. Doesn't. Unfortunately, gets knocked. These guys, I think they're cooked, ladies and gentlemen. It would take an absolute miracle for them to stay alive in this. As Guh pops down the spot right here, trying to make something happen. Not gonna knock anyone. It's a really bad situation for 4 Kings main to be in here. They're staying alive, but really at what cost? They haven't gotten enough kills here either. They're gonna need to get a lot of kills and win this game. There's only 2 of them remaining as well. They did see Poison Ivy over there, but they don't have a sniper to hit him. Tom has the sniper, but he doesn't see them. Not able to pick anything up there. 2 snipers. Oh, does he pick a sniper up for Guh? Does he drop it? There he does. Drops it. Staying alive for a little bit longer. But my god, is this a bad position for them to be in, man. Fingers crossed they can hold it out. Going on to Zenith Eternity here. You can see they got 4 eliminations right now. Necro has been knocked, but he should be able to revive himself for now. Zenith Eternity actually have probably one of the best positions in this zone because they do have quite decent high ground comparatively speaking to other teams. What the fuck? Is that even legal? Are you allowed to use that Dragonfire? I don't even know if you're allowed to use that. Batman, give me an update on that. I feel like we banned the Hawk X3. Not that it really matters here towards the end as it's the last game, but I feel like we did ban that. Slayer, one of the last remaining players on his team. I don't know why it's going into first person here. I don't know why it went into first person. Fund and Slayer still alive. Gut and Tom also still up and at him. Fund and Slayer just trying to stay up for as long as possible. Weird bug right there for the spectator client. Tom did get hit quite a lot there. Slayer's right beside them. They need to take him down. Not able to do it. Dies outside his zone. They could get 2 kills here if they went for it. Oh no, Tom's getting shot from the side. Weird bug here for the angle. We're finally back. Go's gonna go for it. Does he see the other player? No, Go, what are you doing? Oh my god, Slayer falls outside of the zone. So does Julio, I would assume. Yep. No, I don't think they've done it. I don't think 4 Kings Man have done it. The only other team I can see that can possibly take them down here would be Goats. But I feel like this is going to go in the way of Zenith the turn. Yo! Ain't no way that's the final clip we see from Zenith Eternity, bro. Oh my god, dude. You've got to be kidding me, man. The final thing we see from Zenith Eternity is them sitting in a corner. Nah, I can't even hit on that. Good play for fun for staying alive that long. Go finally falls down on the main stage, and it looks like this game is probably going to go in the way of... Wow. The LATAM American team. 34 kills! 34 kills? Are we being serious? 34 kills in a win is 49 points? Okay, update. We did not technically state that the Hawks X3 was banned in the finals. So we're going to let them fly with that, even though that's suspicious. It's not going to really change anything in the scores, I would assume. But let's check out the leaderboards right now. 34 kills, 15 points for placement. That's going to be 49 total points for team number 7. Team number 7 are Azir X K9. Azir X K9, they're not even in the leaderboards, I don't think. Azir X K9 going into that game only had 25 points. They got 49 off of that one game alone, which brings them up to 74 points. Am I tripping on that? Oh, I am tripping on that. They'll get more. Nah, they were on... Oh, wow. They were on 57 points. So 49. Oh, my God. They're going to go over 100 points. 66. 106 points? Did they beat 4 Kings? Nah, surely not. Nah, they definitely didn't beat 4 Kings, but it was freaking close. My God. Wow. We're going to have to tally up the scoreboard right now, ladies and gentlemen, to see where everyone placed. But, I mean, I think we all know who won. Don't we, ladies and gentlemen? Make sure to follow all of the players. Follow me. Subscribe to me. Follow the watch parties. Subscribe to the watch parties. Who do you think won, ladies and gentlemen? Who do you think won it all? Ladies and gentlemen, who do you think won the entire thing? It was a great tournament as usual. It was arguably the most competitive tournament inside of our, guess, 2-year history of hosting these tournaments. I know that we've seen Goat use a drone, chat. It's okay. We did see that. Apparently, we did not state that the Hawks X3 was banned in the rules to them. So even though I want to remove points, I don't think we technically can. It was more so of like a gentleman's agreement that everyone kind of knew not to use the drone. But we didn't like put a hard ban on it. I thought they just, you know, they just kind of knew not to use it. But I guess going forward, we'll make sure to, because we don't usually like to ban anything. But this tournament was heavy on the bans, so. All right, waiting for the final scores. Yeah, remove the points from what they got from drone, Madman. Remove their drone point kills. For sure. Who did they actually end up taking down with that drone, chat? Let me know. Who did they actually end up taking down? What a tournament as usual, ladies and gentlemen. What a tournament as usual. Another fantastic month of the BRL. Of course, the BRL is going to come back next month for September. But there's no word of what we're going to do there. Will it be solos? Will it be duos? Will it stay squads and have a different challenge? I don't know. You guys can let me know what you want to see in the chat right now since I'm reading it, waiting for the scores to pop up. You're more than welcome to tell me what you think it should be next time. Tell me what you guys think it should be next time. Squads, solos, duos. I'm kind of on the fence about doing a solos tournament, if I'm being honest. The reason we don't do trios is because we can't get 3 teams of 3. We can't get 99 teams where there's 33 teams of 3. If we could do trios, we would, but we just can't. That's why I always say solo, duo, or squads. Thank you for all the follows, chat. I appreciate it. Seeing them all pop up in the chat right now. Much love to you guys, as per usual. A lot of people thinking the Zenith one, I mean, well... I mean, if a Bull Balls and his team had taken them down earlier, then it might have been a different finals. But they let Fund live and Slayer live. Good clutch from both of them. And then Fund at the end, perfect way to seal the deal. Camp in a corner, wait for those placement points to come through. And finally, a Bull Balls gets the revenge that he wanted and takes him down. Either way, the scores are getting drafted up onto the screen. We'll have a nice little graphic right here. Waiting for it right now, man. And you're feel free to update the scoring once you send me the graphic on... Oh, damn. Goats actually lost their spot because we removed a point for their kill. So wherever they are going to end up placing, they're 1 spot below where they would have placed if they had just got the kill normally for their drone warfare. We did actually ban it in the qualifiers. So I'm surprised they used it in the finals, even though, yeah, it is what it is, chat. It is what it is. We'll be more clear and concise about the rules going forward. Yeah, I think they lost their 5th place spot because they don't get the kill for that. No weapons, definitely not doing that, chat. Definitely not doing a no weapons tournament, that's for damn sure, chat. That's for damn sure, but yeah, Goats are going out of the top 5, I believe, based off of that performance. Unfortunate situation for them, but at least they performed well. They did better earlier in the competition, but not as good towards the end. I just want to see the graphic to see a historic dynasty come to its end. 3 times back to back, they won the $10,000 BRL. But in August, I say no more. I believe Zenith have taken it off of them. And we're not sure where 4 Kings actually ended up placing, but it's highly likely they ended up in 2nd place, maybe a 3rd. 2nd place would probably sting a little bit more because they were so close. If they just didn't have that one terrible game where they got 3 kills and no placement points, maybe they could have continued their streak. But today, the streak ends. And 4 Kings are not your champions, chat. R.I.P. The scores have been put on your screens. You can see them in the normal scoring position. Zenith Eternity finishing in 1st place with 131 total points. Finally dethroning 4 Kings that finished 108 points in total. Right below them, you have a ZRK9 with their final remaining game, getting them right up the leaderboard into 3rd place, 106 points. Just below that is 4 Letters on 105 and Viper Esports on 95. That was probably the closest finals we've ever had in the history of the BRL. I mean, all of those teams that were outside of Zenith Eternity were right beside each other the entire tournament. Not only that, for the first few games, Zenith Eternity was right in the middle of the pack as well. But ever since that first game, they've remained on top and they've dominated, regardless of everyone else's position. They stayed number 1 throughout the majority, if not the entire day. And they are your BRL 2026 August Sniper and Shotgun Tournament Champions. Congratulations to the main man of Zenith Eternity, finally breaking the historic 4 Kings run of the back-to-back-to-back 10,000 BRL win. I guess the question is, going forward, will 4 Kings come back and bite their ass? Or will this be the start of a new dominant legacy run by Zenith Eternity? I mean, we know that they're capable of going back-to-back. We know that they're perfectly capable of dominating tournaments. But can they go back-to-back in 2026? Arguably the hardest year of all time? That's up for debate. That's up for debate. Either way, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently it's on us. Soham told them that they were allowed to use the drone. So we're giving them the point for that. I'm curious if that puts them up any position, Mad Dan. Give me an update on that. Supposedly, we told them that he was allowed to use the drone. I know, terrible. Awful. Awful situation. But yeah, we're going to give them the point for that. They're going to go into the number 5 spot. So your goats are your number 5 spot. As our admin team did let them use the drone in that final game as they came to ask us. One of us must have not known that the drone was banned. So they should go up to 96. They'll be in there at your 5th place position. Either way, chat, that's going to wrap up BRL August 2026. We'll be back next month with qualifiers. Remember, you can compete against the very best. You can qualify into these finals. You can have a chance to win some money and, more importantly, make a name for yourself. Become a pro player. Become a creator like you've seen many do in the past. With that being said, chat, make sure to follow, subscribe. I have a $25,000 Battle Royale video being uploaded to YouTube tomorrow, so you better be there for that as well. $25,000 series starting tomorrow. We're going to make sure, there it is on your screen right now. Goats has been fixed. They are your 5th place position, as you can see. But yet again, congratulations to Zenith Eternity for becoming your August BRL champions. With that being said, chat, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Make sure to live your life with purpose. Do something that will help you mentally, physically, financially with the rest of your day or weekend. And I hope to see you back here again when the BRL continues in September. Also, you better watch that YouTube video tomorrow. Start of a new era. All right, chat. See you guys later. Bye. Thanks, everyone, for coming and supporting COD Mobile's biggest Battle Royale league. Much love, gamers. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. I'll be back on Monday streaming Battle Royale myself, Pookies. All right.